What's a Nerd Nation? And welcome back to Non-Standard Action. This is Tom, your GM speaking, and you are listening to our run of Paizo's Fly Free or Die. This episode is episode 22, Hope Anew. I am joined today by my friends and your players, Jet, Leif, Liz, Nick, and Simon. Today's icebreaker question is, your character is awarded a scholarship for higher education for helping a university. What do they go back to school for? We will start with Jet and Gus. So let's get names, pronouns, and answer, of course.
I am Jet. I am playing Gus. We are both he, him, and I think Gus would go for. I'm going to say robotics because I assume that's the closest thing to learning about nanomachines.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's got to be like its own dedicated degree program.
Well, if there's its own dedicated. Yeah, if there's its own dedicated field and I could get it and Gus could get into it, yes, that. But otherwise, robotics.
Gus's knowledge of nanotechnology is much more practical than.
It's intuitive. It just does things when I think about it.
Yeah.
I just like to think that robotics is like I couldn't get into nano robotics, so I had to just go into regular robotics instead.
Big robot.
Your parents are very disappointed.
Yeah.
Macro robotics and nano robotics. Yes. All right. That makes sense. I like it. Leif.
Hi, I'm Leif, they, them. I'm playing Ketch, he, him, and oh gosh. Ketch would obviously just go back to it would be a tech school, and he would learn how to work on cars better. Maybe guns too.
Aw.
Work on cars and guns. And gun cars. Car
guns.
Car
Yeah, I was
guns.
gonna say.
This shoots little space Hot Wheel figures at my enemies.
Slaps the roof of car gun. This baby.
Fire.
Oh, yes. Excellent. An excellent answer. Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz, and I play Auntie Nuna. We're both she, her, and I think Auntie Nuna would go back to school for dance, like interpretive. Well, no, all dance, like just. And then so imagine like a bunch of like college students, like freshmen are lined up in the dance room, learning about like foot positions and so forth. And then there's Auntie Nuna, who's also doing it and is incredibly graceful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all laughed at her when she showed up on the first day, but then she showed them all up.
Yeah, she just schooled them.
Absolutely.
Dance off.
It's a dance-off, man.
Yeah, I mean, like the only kind of dance that you're not going to see her doing is like really high impact stuff, like river dancing and break dancing.
I want to see Auntie Nuna do a dead drop.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
what's a dead drop?
That's that.
What?
What is a dead drop?
Oh goodness. It's when you do the splits, but you drop into the splits. You don't just do the splits. You jump up and then you go down and you land on your.
It's the thing that makes you cringe every time you see somebody do it, Simon.
Got it.
Yeah. It's not them dying, it's the audience witnessing it dying because they think that this person is dying.
Yeah. So, all right. How about Nick?
Hi, I'm Nick. Whatever pronouns, playing Sloan, who uses she, her pronouns. And if Sloan got to go back to school, or I guess to school for the first time, she probably wouldn't do very well. She's never been to school.
You have to go every day.
You have to go every. You know what? She promptly drops out. Like she signs up for a business class and then like goes to two of them and yells at the teacher because she knows more than he does about whatever he's teaching. And is just a generally very bad student for like a week and then never finishes.
Oh,
Everyone like breathes a sigh of relief, but
and no one is surprised.
Yeah.
She's never been in a classroom. She has no idea how to do it.
I take your question, Tom, and I deny your question.
And there are legends of Sloan for years to come because she's like a comet streaking across the heavens.
Yes. And just yes. All right. Simon.
Simon, he, him, playing a Moraoth, they, them. Moraoth already got like the full business degree, business school kind of thing. So if they went back to school, they would probably like try to find the opposite of that. Maybe like art history. Yeah. Art history. Ooh, or Russian literature. Yeah.
So
we're
Vesperium literature.
Yeah.
So you're taking a stand and saying that Vesperium literature is the polar opposite of a business degree.
Yes, I'm making that stand here and now.
Okay.
You know how those Vesperium literary types are. It's all just death this, death that. We get it. We're all going to die someday.
I think the opposite might be either theater or a subset of that, clown school.
Oh, clown school appeals.
I don't know. I feel that you can still at least market like your ability to perform if you go into theater or clown school, whereas nobody wants to buy anything that somebody who majored in Vesperium literature produces.
Or art history. I feel like my first guess was still a good one.
Yeah. The upside of clown school is that you are, and I will make a point to mention this every single episode from here on. Moraoth is infested with glitter, so clown school actually works pretty well because you'd be a fabulous
Sparkles the clown.
I don't know if glitter is a major component of clownology though.
It is in my universe.
I guess I haven't read a lot of clowns.
You have to have a unique face because a clown's face is a fingerprint. I have a friend who is a professional clown. There's like a registry of faces, and you're taught certain basic tricks so that literally you could be dropped anywhere in the world, not speak the language, and be able to work with other professional clowns anywhere in the world, just so that you can get by.
Huh. Excellent.
Like I said,
Wow.
it's a field. It's a profession.
Yeah, all right. So I've ruled out clown school completely. It's too practical.
That's
Too
fine.
practical.
All right. Yeah. I have to commend you all on knowing your characters and yourselves so well. Every single one of these answers, for reasons that the others may not be entirely aware of, were very fitting. So good work. Good work. So last week on Non-Standard Action, our players got level 10. A pretty big level. Second, that gives a stat boost to 4 stats. So while we don't need to hear what all of those stat boosts are and stuff like that, we'll go around the horn and hear one cool thing that your character picked up at level 10. Speaking of horns, let us start with Jet. What did Gus do this level?
Well, Gus upgraded one of his weapons. Mhm. And Gus can now manifest a... Oh, wait. What is it called?
Euphonic.
A euphonic guitar. Gus can now rock. Gus is now a, League of Legends character? Alistair? I guess.
Oh.
On accident.
Okay. I will believe you.
I played him all the time when I did play... Was it League of Legends or... I think it was League of Legends. I played him all the time because I like Minotaurs.
Oh, okay. So that's already points in Gus's favor for resembling Alistar. I do not know this Alistar, but I will believe you.
He's a real tool.
I see. Well, Gus is not a real tool, so now he's not Alistar. Gus, you see the note about audio? Jet, you see the note about audio in our Twitch?
Jet is
I've pointed it out to you.
Is it just because I was far away from the mic?
You sound louder on my end now.
Okay.
But, let us know in chat. Thank you. Leif, what did Ketch do this level? Something cool.
Oh gosh, Ketch got a bunch of tasty stat boosts. I don't know. There's really nothing that exciting for me.
Yeah.
I got a new mechanic trick. It just means that I boost better.
Your boosts are boosted.
Numbers went up. I do more numbers now, guys.
That is the illusion of leveling. Is all your numbers go up but then all of my numbers go up too. We're just throwing bigger numbers at each other.
It's really unfair.
Yeah.
Stop. There's too many numbers.
Oh man. So, what about Liz? Auntie Nuna. What did Auntie Nuna do this level?
This level, Auntie Nuna took So Discontent. So as a move action, she can attempt to talk to an enemy and convince them that their allies are not in fact their friends. To basically deceive an enemy within 30 feet who can hear you into suspecting its allies of treachery. Attempt a bluff check with the same DC as a check to feint against that enemy. If you succeed, the target acts as though they have no allies and are not considered to be an ally to any other creature. Yeah, they can't move freely through former allies' spaces, and yeah, a couple of other things. But
7% sound low to you? It does.
So it's just that one spell. It's like paranoia. That's what it is. It's paranoia from Signal of Screams, except you don't have to spend a spell slot because you're an envoy. That makes me feel so discontent.
But you get your own bunk, right?
Sorry, what?
Said, but you get your own bunk, right?
Yeah.
For those not keeping up with these incredibly obscure references, it's the scene where Mal and Zoe acquired Jane from his former employers.
They sure do.
God,
Yeah.
it's been so many years.
Yeah, it's great. Jane is like, sticking them up with some other guy, and the other guy is his boss, and so they're like, they very deftly maneuver him away from his former boss and make him shoot him because they offer him his own bunk on the Firefly, on the Serenity. Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't
It's
say
not
that, Tom.
inaccurate. It is the Firefly. There aren't many others around anymore.
It's fair.
It's ours. It's our favorite Firefly.
Yeah, it is a Firefly, yes. Nick, what did Sloan do this level? This is a pretty big level for operatives, isn't it?
I mean, I got another exploit. I got the best exploit.
I
got Uncanny Evasion. I got the best exploit. That you can get at level 10.
Okay.
That is the best exploit.
It is the best exploit. Heck making reflex saves. And yeah, I increased my ability scores. That's about
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Got better at a bunch of things since you're an
I
operative.
suppose for those in the audience who don't know improved evasion, when you fail a reflex save against an effect that has a partial effect, on a successful save, you take the partial effect instead of the full effect.
That is incredible. So you will never ever take full damage from a reflex
Never again.
again.
Anything ever.
Do you have like a 15 reflex save? How often
We'll
do
never-
you fail?
We'll never have to deal with the negative effects of a grenade.
No, now Catch can throw grenades with impunity into spaces that Sloan is in. It's fine.
Yeah, and she'll never have to worry about
Gus
getting
is like, but wait.
Gus will be fine. Gus heals more than he can ever use. It's all
He
good.
does heal.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Marayoth. What did Marayoth do this level?
Marayoth doesn't do a lot of damage, but they decided to take an ability that maybe makes them do slightly more damage. Blade in the Night, I think it's called. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, for your blade that you use.
Blade.
Yeah.
Blades. Lots of tiny
Blade.
blades in the night.
Oh my God, that's actually what the constituents have been doing. They've just been flying out and stabbing with teeny tiny little knives this whole time.
Just imagining them flying through the air, and then when their little arms like stick out suddenly, each one holding a tiny knife, and it goes. Shing!
Yeah. Talk about your death by 1,000 cuts. All right. So last week, our crew of free-flying traders found themselves burned. Hence the name of this AP, Crash and Burn, or this volume of the AP. Unable to purchase anything through either legitimate nor illegitimate means, you all found yourselves regrettably homeless. Luckily, since y'all are totally thieves with collective hearts of gold, you were sent some connections to folks who wouldn't care that you were burned by people that you've helped in the past. You made contacts with the owners of the Click Clack Club and found lodging there, albeit very temporarily. You went down to Rat Rod Racing, down in Bot Scrap, and met the infamous Rat Rod himself, who agreed to loan you a ship in exchange for some help around his junk racetrack. You then went to clean up that starship as it had been sitting in storage for at least 10 years. You battled a scavenger ooze and a troop of electrovores, both of whom had taken up residence in the starship. Now your enemy's dead at your feet. You need only find the location of Eline Reisora, as they seem to be your best and most easily attainable lead as to where the hell your starship was taken. So, the last lead that you all had received was not much of one, but rather a text from Neva Robo, Gus's old friend and captain of the Wintermorn.
And person who severed his arm.
And person who did indeed disarm him in a terrible accident. Quite permanently. But that's okay. You grew a better arm.
Yeah, for it.
I did get a better arm.
And he did ask for it, yes. So
Well, it was that or die, so yes.
yeah. So it only cost you an arm. Didn't even have to take a leg. So
Oh, that's a deal.
Neva asked you to meet them at, them being the crew of the Wintermorn, at the Click Clack Club this afternoon, and saying that it would be quite a coincidence if your crew were to happen by at the same time that they were there. So this is the, we'll say, dawn of the third day since you touched down. So day one was the ambush at the Absalom Zero. Second day was you all got very busy and found both lodging and a ship. And then here we are on the dawn of the third day.
Tomorrow
you
we have to
all-
look to the east.
Yes, and hope that the moon doesn't crash into Absalom Station. Two competing
that's what I was
references.
thinking of.
Yeah. Love me some Majora's Mask.
On the final day.
Well, I didn't say final day, so you're in luck. So, would you all like to head to the... Oh, you're at the Click Clack Club because...
Yes, I would
you're
like
leaving.
to. I opened the door out of the room that we're staying in, and I am in the club.
Right, yeah. So eventually, you managed to... the day you managed to wait patiently. I don't know why I started that sentence with you managed to. You...
Roll to wait patiently.
Roll it, Leif.
You fail.
Acrobatics check.
That's improved evasion. Oh,
It's a reflex save.
it's a reflex save. Gus got a 9 on a will save. These mechanics and nanocytes roll different things for this effect. Oh, imagine how awful that would be to keep track of. But regardless, time passes. Maybe you play in the arcade a little bit, or you help out with Barnaba and Tasala with...
Gus takes over
Ketch
the kitchen.
was playing the pinball machine, and the reflexes is so he doesn't tilt the table too much.
Yeah, he's a real pinball wizard. So...
Do that.
The time arrives, and you can easily spot the crew of the Wintermorn because Dizzy looms over the rest of them as they all take a seat in a corner table in this establishment. So you all, I imagine, will sit down. And Nevo looks at you all, then sort of looks to the side, coughs, and says, I heard about your troubles with the company. Not as fond of you all at this point as I hate EdgeCorp. So, Dizzy here has some information for you. But I have a policy against giving anything away for free. Dizzy speaks up. Yeah, about that. I have information you can use, and I'll give it to you, if you could help me with something at the same time.
Sure thing, Diz. Anything. What's up?
Well, I did, before I get into the information, let me tell you what I need. I have an uncle, Darzal fan. He works public relations in a company office on Triaxis. Darzal fan suffers from lung and kidney disease and will die without medical care. Unfortunately, the company refuses to cover Darzulfan's costs, citing pre-existing conditions. As they say this, nope, that's not Dizzy saying this. As they say this, their claws form fists, and they slam the table in visible frustration. Their claws relax, and they look up at the ceiling. Luckily, they're going to have a change of heart. I've written code that will alter the company's records and get my uncle the treatment he needs. Digit can carry the code, and Digit chitters on the side, but they'll need you all to carry them to the server in Eline's office in order to deliver it. Think you can do it?
Yes, we think so.
Oh, buddy, we got you.
Actually, we have further questions. If you can do this for your uncle, can you maybe do it for other people that are also in the database?
I knew I liked you, Maria. I think there's that's something that we might be able to arrange. I can make some adjustments to my code, perhaps. Although I don't want to tip off the system by shooing in too many people.
Can you put in some sort of a delay so that it accelerates over time, starting with your uncle?
Now that is a very smart idea. I like that. Some sort of timer thing, and they start theorizing, and
Auntie
talking.
Nuna will kick in ideas and stuff. And,
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you all geek out about how best to pronk over EdgeCorp. Man, I should not be as surprised by this advice, like this thing. I knew that y'all would be into this idea, and Sarah did indeed say they're totally going to be like, oh yeah, how can we do more?
Sarah knows us too well.
Yeah. Ever since I started not using headphones, she could hear the whole conversation. She has been relatively closely following y'all without even having to listen to the podcast version.
Ooh.
So
I'll still count her as a podcast listener.
Oh yes, she is a future listener.
She gets it before any of the podcast listeners. Heck, she gets it even before the Twitch listeners because there's a 10-second lag.
Yeah, no, she is our first or most primary audience.
Yes.
Honestly, is Sarah.
Yeah. I mean, she hears all my plans before you all even hear them. So really, she is a precog in terms of this AP. So Dizzy will, eventually will wrap up the whole how best to pronk over EdgeCorp sesh and say, so I figured you all might want to find Eline Reisora to, they pause ominously, talk some sense into her, maybe get her to lift the burn on you all. Now, I couldn't find out where she is, but I did find that she has a private office right here on this station. I bet if you get in there and hack her terminal, you'll be able to find out where she's hiding. And while you're there, you could, you install the software that will make them have a change of heart on Darzulfan's health coverage.
And maybe write embarrassing things on the wall.
Yeah, that should be no problem.
What you do on the way out, Marayoth, is entirely up to you.
When Dizzy said talk to her with heavy invisible quotes, Gus bent the countertop.
Oh no.
Ketch pulls a bolt from his side pouch and uses it to get Digit to come over to his shoulder.
Digit
He's
will
eating it hardware.
Oh yeah.
Like a snack.
Of
Digit
course.
loves nuts and bolts.
It only gets one as a snack, though.
Yeah, brings a new meaning to mixed nuts and trail mix. Technological, hardware trail mix.
He likes a mixture of cold iron, different star metals, and tungsten.
Absolutely. So
It makes his coat shiny.
it really keeps the coat shiny. Yes. So they smile at you all and say, "Thank you all so much. This means the world to me. I'll send the location of Eline's office over to you now. let me know when you plan on going to check it out, and I'll meet you off-site to hand off Digit so they can transfer the code when time comes. Marayoth, as you heard of Dizzy's uncle's plight, you're struck by a sudden sense of deja vu as a memory surfaces in your mind. As you all are, you remember this as you all are sort of heading. I suppose you all probably want to head to Eline's office right away, but this will happen after this interaction. We see your old office once more. It looks similar to the one that we saw in the memory with Averin back in Book 3 on the water planet of Entha.
That was the dragon who ran the
Yes.
terraforming operation.
Yeah, exactly. You're hovering at. Do you think you would have? I like to picture something, but what kind of desk do you think, Maria, you had?
Oh yeah, it's custom built, so there doesn't need to be a keyboard or anything, right? It's just sort of a hive that's in the middle of the room.
Uh-huh.
And it's littered with lots of different buttons that all the different constituents can sit in. It doesn't need a monitor because there's lots of little screens in there, and then the data in there somehow gets passed to the rest of the swarm. So it's it's actually very difficult it would be very difficult to convey via a camera, but fortunately we don't even have one in this media.
Yeah, exactly. This computer is too advanced for our real life minds.
It's not a standing desk, it's a flying desk.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah, like a hive dangling that's attached to the ceiling of the room.
Yeah, suspended by,
wires and
thin wires, yeah.
Why would it even be suspended by wires? Just anti-grav.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the future. That's right.
Anti-grav costs money. Edge Corp's not spending money on anti-grav desks. Are you kidding me? That's
At a certain rank, Edge Corp spends money on at a certain rank you do.
Yes.
Yeah, they cut corners below a certain point, and then beyond that, they spend more than they should.
It's a disproportionate bell curve. So, you recently got a sort of lateral promotion. You've been moved to the position of assistant manager of personnel files and financial reimbursements for a branch of Evgenia Jameson Corporation. Your routine processing of files is interrupted by a discrepancy in a group of accounts, all paid out in the past 3 months or so.
So who is this account for?
So there are multiple accounts here where it's not one account, but they all seem to have been modified, we'll say, after there was like the approval date by a higher up out of your reach, and then they were modified after that approval, after they were filed in the system.
Do we know who modified them after digging into it?
Yes, in fact, there is a pattern begins to emerge as you're looking into these. The authorization was done by a higher up again, but then each modification was made by the same person, Florja Ilcam.
Who's Florja Ilcam?
Florja is your boss. She helped you out when you found yourself in a bad situation of your own creation earlier that year. What mistake do you think she saved you from?
Yeah. I think it would have been. Oh gosh, sorry. I should have thought about this in advance. Yeah, something. Maybe like a negotiation that with some sort of external servicer, where we did like a really. We sort of got bamboozled by the parallel on the other side and got like a really bad deal for the company, like an obvious bad deal to everyone who saw it.
Yeah, exactly. So your job was on the line with this because EdgeCorp doesn't really tolerate failure, especially in big negotiations like this. But Florja stepped in and maybe even took responsibility for this, saying that she had given you the recommendation that this was okay, or she was guiding you in this. And she was strong enough, quote unquote. She had enough clout that she was fine towards. Okay. But she saved your job. And so Florja was careful in these records. Each time, again, each person that is attached to each file. So like these are personnel files you're looking at, and sort of payments made for their healthcare. There are a few cases of pre-existing conditions cited by the company, which precluded them from having to cover procedures, while other things aren't just flat out weren't covered by the company's healthcare package, but were paid for regardless. And it seems that.
Okay. So she edited health records.
Yes.
To get coverage for stuff that she technically shouldn't have.
Yes, and it's to be clear, it's not her coverage. She's not getting coverage for procedures. She's doing this for other people.
Oh, a variety of other people.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. And what would happen if this information became more broadly known?
You have a pretty good idea of what would happen. Probably this constitutes falsifying company records by a relatively powerful person in the company. If this were to be given to, that said, she's not the highest up. She is, again, answering to somebody higher up than her up the chain. There's always a bigger fish, et cetera, et cetera. So if you were to report this to her boss, or even higher, she would probably get removed.
And would we be able to leverage this to sort of both by making a vacancy above them and also having made this very clear showing of loyalty towards the company? Could we take her spot and move up the ladder to a full manager?
Quite possibly, yes. Since you're you do stand as one of the best candidates for sliding into that position, because you would create this vacuum. This vacuum would be created partially with your help, and your you could easily spin this as your diligence in spotting this and whatnot. Demonstrates that you have an eye for these records and catching discrepancies like this, and it won't happen under your watch, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So this causes a lot of internal disagreement, obviously, for obvious reasons, about whether it makes sense to do this, whether it's fair to do this, or how much fairness matters.
Yeah. On the one hand, she stuck her neck out for you and saved your job, but then on the other hand, she is breaking the company's laws, and not only that,
and more importantly,
self-advancement is
a huge opportunity for a huge amount of advancement.
Yeah. So I think that's where we'll probably leave this recollection. Is for now we'll fade out on you sort of probably agitatedly flitting around your little Hive computer, double checking records, sort of running the numbers on just how much the company has lost on this, and so on and so forth, and we'll fade to black on that memory.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, you all are given the directions to Eline Reisora's private office here on the station. Would you all like to head there now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. So, going into this place might be a good idea to have a plan for dealing with any civilians that might also be in this office space. something to get them out without murdering them or causing them to call the police
Fire
on
alarm?
you. I mean,
There's a sewage leak, and we're here to patch it. And the building's about to get real stinky.
Or we could make it actually really stinky.
Yes, we could do that too to sell it.
Maybe in like a
prefer-
permanent way.
I would prefer not to have to go through the building while it smells bad. Just saying. Leave it to me and Sloane to convince people.
Would it be easier to convince people if you hack into the system ahead of time?
Oh, definitely. Already working on it. Tap, 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 tap.
so what system are you trying to hack into?
I like the idea of making the system believe that there is a sewer line leak that needs to be patched immediately.
Okay.
And then that way we can just be like, hey, we're here to respond to that. So making the system think that the sewer needs to be repaired immediately. And then also intercepting whatever protocol they have to send a message to the people who would usually fix that so that we can show up instead.
Right. I like this plan. It's a classic. So I have a computers DC in mind.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a fair computers DC, but y'all are really good at computers, so it's probably fine. So why don't you and maybe Catch or anybody else who's good at computers put your heads together?
So that's a 35?
All right. Would Catch be helping on this or not?
Catch auto assists if it's needed.
Okay. So they can't hear you right now, Jet?
That
Oh.
seems important. Do you want
Hey,
to get
audience,
we
can you
figure
hear
it out?
Jet?
I
Sorry.
can unmute myself. There we go.
Yay.
Sorry about that.
Ghost, give us a an affirmative if you can hear Jet now. Jet, say things.
Thanks.
All right, we're good. So, with the 37 with Catch's assistance, that is actually, yes, going to beat the DC that I had set for this. And yeah, you got a 10 on the die. That was in the ballpark. That the DC that I set was indeed 35. So, admittedly, a 6 on your envoy D6. Or yeah, the insight bonus that you get to computers really helped you out there, but very nice job. We'll say, because you can't just hack into any building's internet from anywhere on the station, you will have done this maybe at the foot of the building itself. You're able to...
Yeah, like in the back, around the deliveries section or something like that.
Okay. And...
Maybe Rattlesnarp, or not Rattlesnarp, that's one of our goblins. The Yusoki who sold us our crap ship, maybe he knows where we can get, where we can borrow a service-looking vehicle too.
Okay. I don't think you necessarily... Well, I don't think the vehicle's necessary.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Though, by default, you all don't look like plumbers. So...
We
got
have
a
our
lot of
holoskins. We'll
Do you need a
reprogram them.
disguise check?
Yeah. I will roll... Here, disguise is supposed to be a secret roll, so I will roll your disguises for you. So we know. What's
I
your...
assist with people.
What's your bonus, Auntie Nuna?
17.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll 5d20 and add 17 to each. well, peaks and valleys.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ketch really doesn't trust hollow skins anymore anyways.
Oh, you're right. She breached the hollow skins.
That doesn't mean that she
Yeah.
shared that
And then we don't
technology.
need- And then we don't need disguises, right? Because then they'll just leave.
What if you? Why will they just leave?
If there's a fire alarm blaring in the whole building.
I see. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you can't stay in
Yeah,
a
we could
building
just be
with really loud
sneaky.
fire. Say what?
We could just be sneaky.
Oh, I thought they said we could just be stinky.
That's what I thought too.
No, not quite.
That's fair. And Marath is the most distinctive, and they're also the most sneaky, so that could work.
Okay, so, final plan. Do you want to go with the?
Well, we could go with the hack in. Hey, there's a sewer thing we need to fix, which gets us into the building, which would allow us to pull a fire alarm.
All right, that's
Our
mine.
plan is both plans.
Both plans.
Both is good. Both. The,
More chances for failure. Yes.
oh man.
More
God.
points of failure. God dang it.
All right. So you go into the building. You wanna discreetly pull a fire alarm.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll
Sure.
for discreet fire alarm pull.
Sloan can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Moran can do
Alright.
it. That's fine.
Sleight of hand. Who has sleight of hand?
Sloan does.
Natural boot. Yeah, it would be more of a sleight of hand than a stealth anyway. So Sloan, hit us with that sleight of hand.
Sure.
It's a slight hand. Right.
38.
Oh my gosh, and that wasn't even like a natural 20 or anything. That was a 15 on the die for a 38.
It's a dexterity based skill check. I have all the dex skills.
Yep.
Yeah, how can you avoid temptation to take dex skills as an operative?
I wasn't trying very hard, to be fair.
Yeah.
So a 38. That will discreetly you discreetly pull the heck out of that fire alarm. It is so pulled, and the buzzers go off, and indeed people start streaming out of the building. This is a pretty think like a skyscraper kind of. It's a tall building, so people begin just streaming down the stairs and whatnot. You all will not have too hard of a time finding your way to Eline's office. So, very good work, everybody. You've solved my civilian puzzle without even talking to anybody.
Or murdering anyone.
Or
Yeah.
murdering. I'm so good job.
We didn't have to do a single murder. We're so good.
Not even one.
That'll save us about an hour of time.
We didn't even have to knock anybody out.
The noises.
So, let me bring you to a map, and you can just feel free to ignore any civilian-looking tokens. In fact, why don't I just get rid of them? Because I only had the one.
Oh, and in case anyone's forgot, Gus's disguise is the Sharpay Vlaka 2R Prak, the ultimate frisbee champion.
Who could forget?
I had forgotten. I was happier that way.
Simon, do you
happier.
secretly hate ultimate frisbee?
Catch is catch. Catch isn't wearing a hollow skin.
You all have rested overnight, so you may regain hit points as such, and regain stamina points and RP. So now I will move you over to the map now that I put your tokens down. Boop. So B1.
There it is.
Yeah, you're in the bottom right corner. This small room features a large, sleek desk surmounted by a computer and various personal effects, including family pictures. Seems to be a human family. Seated at the desk is not a human male. He left.
He went to his designated meetup area.
Yeah, saved it, Tom. Nobody will know that you were reading your notes. You got a computer here. What do y'all want to do?
The files are inside the computer.
Auntie Nuna wants to
Smash.
hack.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
Roll for hacking.
That's
Oh,
44.
God.
4?
Stop it. You're scaring me. 44 on a computer's check at level 10. Heck yeah. So that is a very beefy computer's check. Let me read my notes on this computer, actually. Ooh,
Yeah.
you were surprisingly close to being able to gain root access to this computer. So, you discover that Eline has gone on an executive retreat, quote unquote, to her personal estate located on an asteroid in the diaspora. Her travel and time off was approved by one Visenmark, a company financial auditor, so that's Visenmark is the name, and colleague of Eline's who has joined her at her estate. Her agenda hasn't been updated since, so presumably they are still there.
Okay.
You also discover a firewall, which is protecting more data. You are unable to break through it without another computer's check.
I think I want to try.
Oh, well, while Auntie Nuna is hacking this, I guess Marath will ask, does anyone know about this auditor, Vezimoth? What was his name?
Visenmark, as in the name Mark.
I thought it was Visigoth for some reason. That's a different thing.
I did too, Jet.
That is very
It's okay. I'm right there with you. I also heard Visigoth.
All right, Mr. Visigoth.
It's a people from history, real world.
Yeah.
Oh,
They sacked Rome, I'm pretty sure.
neat. All right. So, nope, this is not the people that sacked Rome. This is Visenmark. To answer Marath's question, none of you are very familiar with Visenmark. They're probably just a faceless, to you, a faceless person of the mass, the multitude of EdgeCorp employees. Funnily enough, probably similar to the job that Marath once had in a different life. So that computer's check is just enough, in fact, to crack this firewall.
Yeah, that one, I rolled a little bit low. I only got a 31, people.
The DC was indeed 31 for this.
Whew.
So confidential information, including the coordinates for Eline's palace at the diaspora and a message from Golden League agents, reveals the imminent delivery of, quote, drift-capable assets to the palace.
Palace, huh?
That is our ship.
That angers me. Gus smashes that plant and then feels bad and tries to put it back into the dirt.
Oh, yeah, Marath is in on this. Marath smashes the plant also.
And doesn't try to put it back. So let's see. You could attempt to gain root access to this computer. At this point, there aren't many functions on this computer that you don't already have access to, but there seems to be an alarm system and a door lock system in place that you might be able to stop. The alarm system, for your edification, goes to, it seems to send a signal out of the building.
All right. Well, we can't have that. All right. That's a 40.
You fail to get root access to this computer. And I
No.
don't remember the ramifications, but we'll say that you cannot try again for a certain amount of time.
This is only one room. Maybe we can get to Eline's personal computer.
All right.
There's no one here to push the button, so.
Do you push the button, Sloan?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the alarm button. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're able to find the button underneath the desk and very carefully do not push it. It's one of the classic, they just reach under the desk and brush against a button, and security would be called. But it is not, because nobody is here, because you all are very clever PCs. Good work. So this door.
We don't let Gus even see the button.
No. We don't let Gus know the button is there yet.
But what if I wanted to push it for glory?
This is why.
On the way out, you can push for glory.
This door to the north It's okay. I can wait. This door to the north is sorry. Wow, I just went teacher mode on y'all. That's fine.
I went student mode.
It's okay. GMing is a lot like teaching a classroom sometimes.
I've said that to you guys too when I'm running. It's okay. I'll wait.
Yeah. No, and sometimes we're just having a great time. Okay. Yeah, I totally get it. And I want to let you all have your fun. This is supposed to be fun for everybody. So the door to the north is unlocked in their hurry to leave this building because they thought there was a fire. So you're able to go right through to the larger office area behind it. So, staff cubicles. This room is largely filled with cubicles and a large vending machine to the west end of the room by a door marked bathrooms. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you enter this room.
Are the bathrooms not really the bathrooms?
No, they are bathrooms. Gus, Sloan, and not Ketch, and not Marath and not Auntie Nuna. Gus and Sloan notice the big S on the wall in the west end of this room.
Hey, there's an S over on this wall over here. I wonder if it means something.
In the fog of war.
I'm so upset.
Did I hide it or did I not hide it?
You
did not hide it.
Yeah, see, I didn't think I did. That's why this is a gag. But backstory. When I was removing this map from the PDF, thank you Paizo for sending us a separate map PDF where you can toggle off the map markers. I just didn't do it for this one, and I was in a hurry prepping this when I prepped it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and so I didn't go back to fix it, and it's fine because it's a funny goof now. So
Indeed.
Yes.
Marath, do you
like
see
a
that
door.
S? I wonder what this S means.
We do now.
So yes, each of the computers in this room will not have any more information on them. Really, they're employee workstations by the look of it. Some more family pictures.
What about this vending machine? What kind of information does it have?
It has Space Fritos, Space Doritos, Space Cheetos, and that's Space Oreos. Those are all the O snacks that I know. So,
Not sponsored by Nestle. Who owns all of this?
Probably.
Nestle. Yeah.
Isn't it Oreo
Nest-
Nabisco? Is Nabisco
Yes.
owned by Nestle?
I don't know about that. Both of them are bad and don't cross the line. There's some strike going right now with Nabisco in particular because they're underpaying their workers.
These
Yeah,
One,
look it
no
These
one would have ever
snacks-
guessed. Pepsi
These
owns
snacks
Doritos.
these snacks are pro corporate slavery, and he throws the machine on the ground.
Oh my
But it was mostly the
And-
corporate drones. who
Cheetos.
ate them.
Oh, y'all are just gonna vandalize this office.
No, we have an idea. We'll take all the snacks from the machine and then put it in all of the workers' drawers so that they can have a good
Yes!
snack.
We do that.
We don't have time for this, guys. Come on, we're on mission here.
Oh, right, yes.
What if we just break it open, throw them in a pile, and write a note saying that it's for the workers?
Viva la revolution.
Man,
Okay, well, Jet and Marath are vandalizing everything. The rest of the members of the party actually do the mission.
Okay, so I will go ahead and delete some doors here. Don't delete everything. That is the bathrooms, and that is the secret door.
secret door.
Secret tunnel. So, would you all like to enter the secret tunnel?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please do it. It's a little 5-minute pace.
I feel like Marath and Gus should enter last because we're vandalizing things.
That's true.
No, Gus should enter first because he's our frontliner.
That is true. So Gus
Mhm.
hurriedly vandalizes and then steps forward.
A winding little
Yeah, Auntie Nuna
staircase.
goes, God?
But
Alright,
they're
Here's
bad.
what happens. Auntie Nuna stands by the door, folds all of her arms, and says, Gus? I'll wait.
Oh no, Gus like looks worriedly at Marath and like smashes the window on the vending machine and then runs in front of everybody.
Oh no, the double arm cross.
All right, so moving on from that, you all reach the top of this winding little zigzagging staircase and find another door. This door is unlocked because nobody's supposed to know about it. So, past the secret door, 3 flights of steep stairs descend 40 feet, cutting off noise to and from the surface. The unlocked door leads to a private and secure office. The room within is luxuriously furnished and includes mementos of Eline's life, it appears, including an Anubrix locket on a leather cord. Opening the locket, you find a picture of the same Lushunta couple that you saw in Eline's office way back in Book 1 on the Horse Eye orbital plate, but they appear much older in this picture. Behind them hovers Eline with their signature yellow glow. Notably, oh, go on, Jet.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Notably, there is no computer on the desk. Seems that Eline took their datapad with them the last time they left the station.
Out of curiosity, does Eline have the Hive computer or a more traditional computer to fit in with like company norms?
That's a good question. I don't think they would go for fitting in with company norms. So they would probably, I guess, we'll say that the interface is there of the Hive computer, but it's akin to them. They took the hard drive out of it, right? They took the data pad that integrates with a Hive interface, and so they can operate that like a quote unquote normal, bipedal humanoid. But so they took anything important from this Hive interface.
What's behind this door, Tom?
I mean, they are normal bipedal humans, sometimes bipedal.
It's true.
Maria's just a weird one, right?
Yeah, Moreas just a weird one. You haven't seen Eline. To clarify, Eline has also generally kept the form that is in her art, their art here.
So they're both weird ones.
Yes, they're both weird ones. Now, Jet,
Suspicious.
Gus.
I'm just saying, I've never seen them both in the same place. Wait, hold on.
Yes, we have.
It's true.
No, you
Wait,
definitely have.
we?
You have.
Yeah, at the auction.
At the auction, if
That's
nothing
right.
else. So, Gus, you want to know what's behind that door?
Yes.
Oh, it's a bathroom. You
Don't
found
worry,
it. You found
guys.
it.
It's a bathroom.
Another one.
Gus
Executive
breaks.
washroom.
Gus breaks the water pipe going to the toilet.
Oh my God. All right. So then.
She stole our ship.
Zero subterfuge.
Yeah. Very, very unsubtle. Very surreptitious. No, unsurreptitious. Anyway, y'all are being rude and vandals. Which I can't argue against. It's
In character.
Yes. So, a locked door stands on the north wall of this room. It seems to have a biometric lock on it.
We look awkwardly at Mariath.
It's a 10-second.
Oh, sorry, where's this door?
To the north of the room, in the northeast corner from
I
the
see.
entrance to the room.
Northeast.
It's where Mariath is going. Yeah.
We can try it. Mariath will. How does this lock work? The lock probably takes a single constituent and does a deconstructive analysis of it.
Murder.
Okay. So it eats a single constituent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I can
so
see
there's
just
like a little
squishing
chamber,
it.
a single butt. Sorry, what was that?
Go on.
I can see it just squishing it and then sampling the juices.
No, it's fancier than that.
Okay.
It's like a deconstructive laser. It's like a 3D printer in reverse.
Oh God.
And a single constituent flies from the mass and lands in the little compartment, and then it closes, and then it zaps.
Okay. And there is a pregnant pause, I imagine, as Marayoth does this, and the door sort of processes the information that it's receiving, and then a small green light on the door flashes, and the door unlocks.
All right, I'm giving more
Auntie
credence to
Nuna
Ketch's
raises-
theory.
Mariah seems obviously it's like hard to tell Mariah's emotions at any given time, but you guys have traveled with them for long enough, and they seem agitated by the fact that that worked.
Gus feels
Auntie
it through
Nuna
your
just raises an eyebrow.
Gus feels it through the bond and just sends you a wave of unconditional love.
Mariah
Hmm.
reluctantly returns it.
So, yeah, nobody's gonna question this. He said goadingly.
Nope.
They're bugs.
Auntie Nuna has a. Yeah, I mean, this is basically confirmed Auntie Nuna's hypothesis that she's been having for a long time, but she's going to let Marayoth tell her in their own time.
Fair enough.
Sloan
Alright.
doesn't know anything about how biometric locks work.
It's like it's just
That's
like
fair.
at any one of those given scenes, character does something, the rest of the cast just from behind them just all looks at him, but nothing
Yeah.
is said.
Gus has enough engineering to know about biometric locks, but he also trusts Marayoth and doesn't care about his past. But also, he's not sure how racist the designer of the lock is. Maybe it just wanted to scan and see if it was a bug.
It's just this happening lock, yeah.
Just any old bug, throw it in there. It's good. All right. Okay, just a bunch of significant looks all around. Love it. So we will. The door opens, and let me just double check that I don't have any. All right. So deleting the door, as we do in Starfinder.
Oh God.
Oh my. How?
What?
Oh my.
Oh,
That's a room.
the room
Gracious.
itself. Yeah. So, stairs
Dear
descend.
listeners, we are looking at a room with a large black box in the middle with what appears to be electricity arcing from 4 pillars surrounding it.
And there's an ominous red dot in the middle of the box, which makes me think it's sentient and wants to overthrow organic life.
Kill all humans, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
humans?
And aside from the white sparks of the electricity, the room is a menacing violet. Anyhow,
More
go on.
lavender, I think.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Looks like a server room. So stairs descend
Does
into
not look like a server room. Any server room I've ever seen.
totally looks like a Starfinder server room.
Yeah, complete with 4 big Tesla coils. All of the server rooms I've ever seen have electricity arcing everywhere.
There's
Yeah,
Van de Graaff
totally
machines everywhere in server rooms. I don't know what you're talking about.
It takes a lot of electricity to power this server, okay? So
And the best way to generate electricity is to spew it into the air. Got it.
They
Yeah,
figured
obviously.
they've altered the chemistry, the air in the room so that it functions as a storage medium. It's a
and that's why it's purple.
it's
Yes.
a breathable nano battery.
No, Simon, but funny enough, it's actually the best way to transfer energy. But
Go through air.
okay, so we don't have time for this.
This is
Yeah.
a non sequitur.
let me describe the room to you all right?
We can talk about electricity in the after show.
On actual Tesla coils, and I'll leave it at that.
Non-standard equator.
Non-standard equity. That's another good name. So
That's what we
stairs
call our band.
descend into this warehouse-like subterranean chamber. Its walls and 15-foot-high ceiling a sterile off-white color. The walls and ceiling. Okay. The floor is still purple, don't worry. A massive computer storage unit in the room center buzzes with energy, flickering green lights peppering its otherwise featureless gray surface. 4 floor-to-ceiling columns of electrical circuitry flank the machine, with some of their transparent wires glowing faintly with white light. Imposing steel gray cylinders fill 2 corners of the room. As your feet touch the floor of the room, you feel the thrum of the fans keeping the massive server cool. What do you all do?
We're supposed to plug into this and insert the worm, right?
This does look like an appropriate server to plug Digit into. Remember that you have Digit with you. Disney sent Digit their mechanics drone with Catch specifically. Digit has sort of been chittering quietly and maybe concernedly occasionally on Catch's shoulders. And Digit makes mechanical squawks.
Can we tell whether flying through the air would be dangerous?
Doesn't seem dangerous right now. These coils aren't like, they're not spewing electricity.
I suspect we have been influenced by the map design in a negative fashion that our characters have not.
Correct. Yes. Yep. I don't know what to tell you. It's just weird Tesla coil looking things on the ground, but they're not spewing electricity.
The map maker just wanted to have some fun with it. Let him have this.
Yeah, they're decoratively spewing electricity. Definitely not harmful.
Definitely not.
So, go on.
No, fine, I will.
Yeah.
Ralph will, I guess, say to Catch, you can fly these days, right? You're muted.
Why would I need to do that?
Oh. Wasn't there something on the floor? No, again, I'm probably being unduly influenced by the map.
Yeah, no, it's just you feel the thrum of the fans keeping the massive server cool.
Ooh, what are these things in the bottom left and right corner? I couldn't see those before Catch walked in there.
Those are described as imposing steel gray cylinders. They are floor to ceiling, and the ceiling is 15 feet high.
Floor to ceiling, and yet they have decorative accents on the tops of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're being too affected by this art. I feel like we would probably
guys.
in a calm and orderly fashion towards that cube in the middle of the room.
Yeah. All right. So, as you approach the machine, you hear Dizzy's voice emit from Digit's mouth. All right, now Digit just needs to plug in, and this shouldn't take long at all. I imagine it might be a little unsettling hearing Dizzy's large dragonkin voice coming from a teeny little squawks. As they say this, Digit plugs in.
Gus looks away to give him privacy, because that's a...
Seems a little invasive.
Yeah.
Sloan stays up by the door to keep an eye on the room behind us, as well as, it's a great place to be able to see all this room too.
Okay, so immediately as Digit plugs into this computer, the two steel gray cylinders on either side of the stairs open up with a loud ka-chunk. Inside,
Of course they do.
Yeah. Inside are revealed two hulking cybernetic golems, which step forward in tandem and begin to make their way across the room to apprehend you in some sort of very obvious defense mechanism to prevent anybody from tampering with this computer system. Why don't we go ahead and roll some initiative?
Vault hackers, you are under arrest.
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
Auntie Nuna has. Oh no. Auntie Nuna has an ability called Fast Talk, where she can distract a creature with a confusing barrage of words, causing it to be surprised at the beginning of combat. She can use this ability only on a creature that I'm able to converse with prior to the beginning of combat. You must continue to converse with it until combat begins. Is this a case where I can use this ability or not?
I'm going to say no, because
Okay.
you were unaware at the start of this combat. So you weren't aware of this combat.
I think the way that ability is worded, that's sort of like we're having a conversation with a potential employer and it turns into a gunfight in a bar, and you've already started the conversation, and then it leads into this. That's how I interpreted it, but who knows.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, that's a tricky feat to time.
Enact, yeah.
Yes. I remember Simon had that on his Solarian in our Dead Suns game, and desperately tried to use it.
You mean
Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. Oh well.
wait?
Huh.
Operative.
It was,
operative.
yes, your operative, funnily enough, your operative Astrozoan, who then went on to inspire, when I told the story of your operative Astrozoan, my buddy made an operative Astrozoan in my Dead Suns game that I made. Yeah, it's a good move. All right, so we'll add that. I've added a thing tracker.
Harris didn't just endeavor to use it; he used it to great effect.
Did he? Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear this.
Mostly because I also had fast talk on Sapphire, and a lot of GMs were really staunchy about letting me use it. So I was like, "Yes, you could use it."
Yeah.
I will give you the things that I never had as a child.
Well, isn't that what GMing and parenting is all about?
I'm alarmed that there's something on the tracker just called thing that acts at 25.
Yeah. What is that?
It's a thing. A
You find
smoothie.
out at 25.
Oh, is it really?
So, don't worry about it. There's a lot going on here that y'all shouldn't worry about. It's fine. It's fine. Slow.
We just shouldn't worry about. Well, I suppose. Let me double check if these. We don't have get 'em yet, or coordinated shot. That's okay. Sloan will shoot the red one with the trick tack. Not the knife, the laser pistol. We'll take 10 and let's try to slow it down. Good plan. Is it CR lesser than 13?
It is, believe it or not.
Oh, good. So does a 20 hit its flat-footed EAC?
A 20 will hit its flat-footed EAC.
Yes. So that's 15 plus 22 is 37 fire damage, and its speeds are halved until the beginning of my next turn.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Wondering.
And that was my standard action. So let's run down these stairs over here, and I'm gonna get up by Gus and Catch here, and that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Catch. You help Digit plug into the computer, and then you hear immediately a ka-chunk, and Sloan shoot something. What would you like to do?
Catch looks around and sees these guys. Is there what check would I need to make to know if these guys are technological or not?
Well, you'll probably get a hint when I say, make me an engineering check.
Marvelous. That's a 36.
You know a lot about these guys. These are Cybernetic Golems. They are large constructs. You can read into that what you will, but you also may ask me for, it's, we'll say 10 plus 1.5 times CR is, you have beaten this by 10. Why don't you go ahead and ask me for 10?
Resistances and immunities, please.
3 things, resistances and immunities. It has DR5 adamantine, meaning you can overcome this DR with an adamantine weapon. It is immune to wound. It is immune to magic, the wound critical hit condition. Resistances. It also has construct immunities, of course, as it is a construct. You can ask me for one other thing you've got. I'll tell you though, you've got pretty much everything interesting in terms of like abilities and stuff. Yeah.
So our
So there's
constructs.
no special abilities then?
No, these guys just hit hard.
Okay. Then just tell me what their AC is.
They have an EAC of 19 and a KAC of 23.
Cool. And just for my edification, because I don't remember these things, what do construct immunities constitute?
Bleed,
That's a
Death
great.
effects,
Leslie.
disease,
Yes.
mind-affecting effects, necromancy effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, stun, ability damage, ability drain, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, negative levels, non-lethal damage, any effect that requires a fortitude save unless the effect works on an object or is harmless.
Ooh.
Thank you. So, that is what all of that constitutes. Simon has also helpfully put it in the Roll20 chat. So,
Marvelous.
do your worst, mechanic.
I actually will. We're going to do something weird and different. Ketch, already having his gun out, is going to actually take a look at Red, type some things onto the side of his gun, and then just point and shoot. But, like, the main gun doesn't fire. This little node fires, kind of like how a taser shoots, and these two projectiles fire out and hit Red down here in the corner, and Red's going to need to make me a will saving throw DC 22.
Oh, interesting. We haven't seen this happen all AP.
That's all he does is fire guns.
Indeed.
I have bad news. I got a 19 on the save.
That's not bad news. That's actually good news, because again, DC 22.
Oh, I meant bad news for me.
Oh, that is bad news for you. It could have been worse news, but as it stands, he is dazed for 1 round.
Dazed. Now I need to look up dazed. Dazed conditions. The dazed condition.
Not a mind effect, I guess.
You are. No, this works on constructs. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the mechanic ability Overload.
It is the advanced ability Override. Overload does not work on sentience. Override does once you hit level 9, though.
That's pretty cool. So, dazed. You are unable to act normally. You can take no actions, but have no penalty to your AC. A dazed condition typically lasts 1 round. Man, so Red is just out.
Yep.
Very cool. Very powerful.
And then for my move action, we'll activate Miracle Worker, because that one's not dependent on who's dead and who's alive.
That's fair. Okay, so that is Ketch's turn. It's Thing's turn. So Thing, this is gonna come as a surprise to you all, but these Tesla coil things in the four corners of the room, they actually do something. So as they spark to life listen, it's map design, okay? It was this would have been a great candidate for elements that I can remove from the map.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But
That sounds complicated, though.
Yeah, it happens. You know what? Nobody's perfect. So these Tesla coils are pretty darn close, though, because what happens is as the golems come out, these Tesla coils fired up and started coming to life with sparks of electricity. And this one here is going to activate. So why doesn't everybody in Gus, Sloan, and Maria, the 3 of you, please make me a reflex saving throw.
Thank goodness I have my nanite sheath active and not my wings right now.
Yeah.
Did you say my name? I'm sorry.
I did not. You are
Reflex,
just out of the blast.
Those Auntie Nuna! Yay!
Yes. So Marayoth is the only one that failed this. Gus and Sloan are both okay. You're going to take half. You two are going to take half damage. And Sloan is not, because she's an operative. Yeah.
Sloan don't care about no reflex saves.
Marayoth, please take 26 points of electricity damage. Ow. Gus, please take 13 points of electricity damage.
13 minus 5, so 8.
Whatever you say, boss. And then an arc of this same electricity arcs out towards the Cybernetic Golem and shocks it. This seems to not damage the Golem whatsoever, but in fact the Golem looked a little bit better.
Oh no!
Yeah, it invigorates it or something.
Oh no! That's
I knew
bad.
it. I knew it.
Every time they hit
Hi.
me, they're gonna get juiced up.
So,
You can
That-
deactivate your armor upgrades as a move action. I'm pretty positive.
I think you might be right.
Okay.
Let me look that up while Blue goes. So Blue, the Cybernetic Golem to the southeast of this room is going to tromp forward, and well, it's going to wait actually because its brain has to check what it's land. Oh, I've got so much land speed. I've got land speed for days. It rushes out of the gray cylinder and is going to try to pummel Marayoth.
Yeah, I will say Marath is probably flying slightly since they, fly by default and came down from upstairs, but probably that thing looks tall, so it can probably hit the middle.
Yeah, so the roofs, the ceiling of this room is 15 feet up, and these are large creatures. So
They can hit all the way.
Be tall.
vertically,
Yeah.
you will not be able to get out of their reach. Horizontally, on the other hand. So the golem will try and punch you once. And as it steps forward, I will say, its steps seem to, as it approaches you, it starts getting quicker and quicker and quicker, and you hear some motors whirring in its various joints. It seems to have activated some sort of ability.
Great.
Ooh. That is a natural 20, my friends. So,
Marath's having a rough day today.
yeah,
Jeez.
this is going to be sonic and bludgeoning damage. Maria, please take 51 points of sonic and bludgeoning.
Right.
And
That hurts.
that does hurt. I know I looked this up in my Wednesday game. Knockdown while flying. This has the knockdown critical hit effect.
Not to the ground and you're prone. I'm pretty positive.
I think
See,
so.
I think that's what I've looked up before. Starfinder. I think it's in the flying ability or the flight movement on page 200 something in the core rule book. Movement and addition. Fly. Not difficult terrain. Flying. If you're flying, no. You know what? For the time being, we will say that you are. Something is telling me that you're lowered 10 feet in the air, and if that makes you hit the ground, then you are prone. Let's say
I
that.
can't find a ruling, but that's a
Yeah.
reasonable
That
ruling.
seems a fair and benevolent ruling.
Yeah, you know what, Ghost? You were the GM for that game. If you remember differently, go ahead and tell me in chat, and we will know for the future, and possibly retcon. But in the meantime, that is Marayoth getting pummeled by my golem, and we're going to move on to Marayoth. It is your turn.
Okay. Move actions. I have to stand prone, which will provoke.
Nope, that's a Pathfinder 2ism.
Got it. Okay. We stand prone, and then we tumble through the air to get out. This will be hard. How many squares do I need to leave? If I go here, so just 2 squares, right? If I go here, and then here.
Yeah. So like here.
No, down here.
Oh, I see. Well, this the square in front of Antina is 15 feet up. It's the top of a staircase.
Right, but I can go up at the same speed as any other direction because of that feat.
Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, you can get up there.
Okay, so I'll make, I guess, the 2 acrobatics checks.
Oh, that 26 is going to be close.
That's 30 because of the racial.
So 30 versus 15 plus 1.5 times its CR plus 2 is, yes, that is enough. So
Right,
you're
so
able to tumble away.
1. Oh, and tumbling is double, is half speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what is my fly speed? 30, right? Yes. So, yeah, I guess I'll zoom out of the room and like 1 square above Antinuna, I guess.
Okay.
And that is my move and my move.
All right. Very, whatchamacallit, very important, well, not very important, but something that I don't want to forget. We interrupt this combat to bring you treasure. There was loot in B3. I'm going to put it in the chat. On our
Treasure.
You found a hovering mimic imager on Eline's desk, sitting in its charger with a full battery. You may look that up at your leisure. In the meantime, Gus Baird Sinclair, what would you like to do?
So I haven't found anything about being able to shut down an electrostatic field. And the time I've been desperately Googling.
Of course.
So I guess it's just active. But what Gus is going to do is step closer. Actually, whatever. He's going to provoke an attack of opportunity, I'm sure. He's going to run over here.
All right.
Provoking attack of opportunity.
It does provoke. It will take advantage of this. Come on. Give me another good hit. That is a 30 versus your KAC.
That will hit.
Please take 25 sonic and bludgeoning damage.
Aches.
Okay.
Man, they're using Sonic 2 to get past, what's the word? DR?
And I guess take /be healed by 4 electricity damage.
It's at full health. It hasn't been hit yet.
Okay. As part of that movement, Gus is going to manifest a weapon. He is going to manifest a drill. But this drill does not look like the drill that we are all used to. It is sort of a bronzy gold color. It's a helical drill. It's got a very fancy grip. And it is going to be used to attack right now. So it is a Horicalcum helical excavation drill.
Wow.
Take us through that. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Weapons fashioned from Horicalcum temporarily distort time's flow for enemies struck, causing the staggered critical effect. I mean, it's the drill that I've had forever, just upgraded, so it still has the shatter property.
Okay.
Love it.
You know, piercing targets KAC, but a 22 versus KAC I'm sure will not hit.
That will indeed be a hit.
Oh, well then 32 piercing damage. Because I
Minus-
rolled poorly on my 5d8.
I mean, 32 is still 32.
Yeah, dude.
It's,
I can only dream to do that much damage, ever.
No,
true.
I just wanted to put out there that it does 5d8 damage.
I see. Yeah. So yes, that is a palpable hit. Your drill digs into this golem's, we'll say, as it punches you, you drill and dig into its chest. And blow for blow, it is now Auntie Nuna's turn.
All right. Auntie Nuna will put a get 'em on blue. That's right, Gus. You get. Or however they identify. And then, so red is the one that is daggered right now. Is that correct?
Red
Dazed.
is dazed, meaning they are not going to take a turn this round.
Well, not anymore,
Okay.
right? They already.
Nope, they have not taken their turn yet.
Oh, they have 2 different. Got it. I guess Marath. I will point out that Marath just flew in above you and is looking like they got hit twice.
Okay. And then I guess she'll also go. Oh, Maria, you're looking a little bit ragged around the edges, more so than usual. But I know you'll pull yourself together.
The ceiling was not high enough.
No. And get a, how much is it these days? 24 back in
Ooh.
stamina.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay. So that is Auntie Nuna, you get them blue, and you inspired Marayoth to keep fighting.
Correct.
Cybernetic Golem the red is indeed dazed, so they just they seem to be inoperative after being quasi-tased by Ketch's gun. Very cool. Sloane Rider, we are back to you. You find this golem in your face. However, it has already taken an AOO, and it wouldn't be able to hit you anyway because you're an operative. So, you know.
Yeah, it can't get me. So let's I'm gonna try and I think I might try to make sure Red stays in that corner while I'm staying here providing flanking for Gus. So let's shoot Red again.
Okay.
Take 10, and we'll do hampering again. 22 versus flat-footed EAC should hit.
Sure did last time.
Yep, 28 points of fire damage, and its speeds are halved until the start of my next turn.
Okay, I'm just going to put a snail on it to represent that. Very cool. So it is...
Stay over there.
Yeah. Flat-footed, and it's got half speed. So, Catch, it is now your turn.
Oh, goody. Ketch is going to go ahead and... Yeah, no, he's going to do that thing.
Now, I should mention, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this when the coils went off. This constitutes a trap, and you are all aware of this trap now. Another thing that you could do is disable one. So there are ways to disable this trap. You can make a computer's check, must be performed at the server, which you are at, and this will be able to disable all of the columns, or an engineering check performed at each column, which will disable only that column, if you can imagine. So you could, with your turn, perform a computer's check to turn off the trap. Yeah, it will take your whole turn.
Do it.
Sounds like it's worth, though.
Yeah, just turn off 4 columns. You can pull it off.
Ketch pulls the tusks from inside his shirt, gives the computer idol a kiss for good luck, and that's a 34. That's a below average roll.
Would you like to keep that roll?
I will have you tell me whether or not it succeeds before I decide to re-roll, because the computer idol lets me do that. I'm pretty sure.
And that is fair. I'm all right with that. You have succeeded.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll go back and read it, and if I'm incorrect, I will pay a penance. But I'm pretty sure it says you can re-roll a failed computer's check.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If it's a failed, then you have to know if it's failed or not.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yep. So you're all good. Thank you for abiding by the laws of this universe, and you have successfully shut down this trap. I will remove.
Marvelous.
For fun, nice. I'll show you all where the zones were. So that's all of those yellow outlines are the not safe zones and the safe zones in this room. I really like this trap. Good trap. So
here I was assuming it was some piddly little 10-foot area. No, you got to be standing next to that computer or you're getting fried.
Indeed. Yes. Next to that computer or on 2 little squares on the edges of the room. It was a 15-foot radius around each pillar. So luckily for you all, Catch did that just in the nick of time, and the Cybernetic Golem is now going to take its turn instead. It doesn't get him on it. That doesn't affect anything. It's going to lay about itself with 2 attacks, full attack, if you will. So first one will be at Gus. Second one will be at Sloan. Oh man, I rolled a 3 and a 1 on attacks. So those are. I'm not even going to tell you what I got. They are both misses. So this golem, perhaps a little staggered flavor-wise by getting drilled in the chest, lays about itself to no avail. Marayoth, it is your turn.
Take that.
Marayoth cannot disarm golems. However, Marayoth can blind golems. So.
Well, okay, Marayoth. I'll tell you this. I didn't write integrated on these weapons.
What?
I'll double check.
Oh goodness.
What did you mean?
Simon's like, is it my birthday?
I like to play fair. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have anything that says that it has integrated weapons. So.
And it isn't using like a slam attack? Golems love slamming.
No, it's punching. It's punching people. That's why it knocked you down to the floor.
Oh well,
But-
you can't disarm its fists.
Yeah.
Oh, it's punching. Sorry, to be more specific, it has pulse gauntlets on.
Oh, those you can't disarm. They're not integrated, right?
Yeah, you can just pull those off.
We will take those, thank you.
Take
Yeah,
the
okay, then
mittens. Take the mittens.
firing through the doorway, first we will activate Attractive Force. And then, yeah, try to grab the mittens from, I guess red is the next one to go, right? Right.
Murder mittens.
I'm gonna give it cover because you're behind the door.
How much is cover?
Plus
Uh,
4.
Yeah,
Cover
it's
is
gonna
4,
have
I'm going to go for blue.
it's gonna have a +4. Okay, yeah. So blue we'll say blue doesn't have cover because you're looking down on it from the stairs.
Yeah.
Where's your chart, Tom?
Right here. I got it. All right.
27 versus KAC.
You do that. You take my pulse gauntlet.
Yay. We cannot wear these.
You can wield them as per the Solarian class.
Oh, right, we are a Solarian. We keep forgetting.
Now, each pulse gauntlet. Now I gotta look this up. It's a pulse gauntlet a one-handed or two-handed weapon because it lists 2 pulse gauntlets on its stat block.
It's one-handed.
Then I have 1 pulse gauntlet left.
Yep.
Why?
In case someone took one of them away.
If that would have changed your action or your what to do, you may, because I don't want to feel like I gotcha. So to speak.
No. I'll let it stand. I just suspect that was not intended, but it's fine.
All right. The good news is you're going to get 2 pulse gauntlets to eventually sell and or break down, as
I'm
opposed
gonna
to
get
1.
4.
Yeah. So you it has 1 hand left. Gus, what do you do?
What do? I pierce the heavens through the body of this creature. I am flanking it. It has been get-emmed. I am deadly aiming, so I have like fancy tech goggles highlighting weak points, and I'm going to try and drill through it. A 32 versus KAC for 39 piercing damage.
32 for 39. Oh my god. All right. -5 for DR. It's still 34 points of piercing damage. Very, very good. All right. Auntie Nuna, it is your turn. Oh, I'm sorry, Gus.
All
Do
right.
you have a move action that you want to do?
Yes, actually, I am going to activate my reactive repair. Start healing.
Okay. Now it's Auntie Nuna's turn.
Auntie Nuna is going to continue the get 'em on blue, and just in case, if I take a 5-foot step into the room, does that count as my move action so that I can put a
Yes.
get 'em on red as well?
That does count as your move
Okay.
action.
Okay, so I can't, in fact, put get 'em on red then.
Correct. Yeah, you have spent your move action to move.
All right. Okay. Then I don't think she'll move. Actually, she'll stay where she was
Okay.
and will, I guess, shoot blue. Why not? Because I never shoot anything. Here we are. Aphelion laser pistol with dimensional, what's it?
Disruption. Whoa.
Disrupt. 29. She rolled a 19.
All right.
For 16 fire/sonic damage.
A palpable hit for almost max damage slams into this golem. And the golem is get-emmed. And then you said you were also get-emming red?
I cannot remember.
Oh, yeah,
Since
because
I can't see them.
Right, yeah. Okay, so...
Done.
Cybernetic Golem, the red, finally gets a turn. He's so excited. They're
But
so excited.
he is hampered. I shot him in the knee.
Does, but it will similarly kick on some servos will fire, and its movements seem to speed up. It activates a haste circuit.
that jerk.
I didn't use it. Haha.
Yeah. So it will gain a 30-foot bonus to its speed. Its speed is still halved, so it has 35 feet of movement.
Oh, that's enough to get me.
Mhm. Very, very speedy golem. And it will zip over here. And you know what? Hold on. No, because I can get flanking. Oh, but you're an operative, but they don't know that necessarily. So it'll go over here. And it will attack you with flanking. Remind me, does flanking affect you?
Unflankable.
All right.
I'm
Except by
picturing.
operatives of a higher level.
I'm
Well,
picturing
I
its.
tell you what, these guys aren't.
I'm picturing its haste circuit is like Heelys pop out of its heels, and it just goes.
Yes. So shall it be.
Just like that.
So
Yeah, that's a level 7.
that's a 36 versus your KAC, so of course that will be a hit.
Yeah.
You'll take 30 points of sonic and bludgeoning damage as it just rockets over to you and then pummels you in the back of the head.
Oh, did you say Sonic?
I did sonic and bludgeoning. Oh right, you're an
Um,
Admiral. You have sonic resistance, don't you?
I do not have Sonic resistance, but I'm going to pick some up right now.
Are you really?
I am. I have a thing for this. Da-da-da. I have an adaptive defense module.
That's
So since I
cool.
took sonic damage, I gain resistance, able to 5 times this upgrades level, which is mark number, not level. It's mark 1, so I get 5 sonic resistance.
Sweet.
Does not apply to the triggering attack, but will in the future. So what was the damage one more time?
That's fine, all right. It is 30 points of sonic and bludgeoning.
30.
All right.
And I'm going to put a little marker here to remind me that I have sonic resistance now.
Good call. Catch. It is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna need a will save from blue. Same DC as before.
Will save. More like won't save. That is a 21.
Dazed for 1 round.
Goodness gracious. These poor robots. They're just
Then
trying
he's
to do a
he's
job.
actually gonna move over here.
Okay, that
and
will
we'll-
provoke.
We'll tumble.
Okay.
Yes,
That does not tumble.
That does not tumble. No. Let me double check. So it's
It is only a 21.
yeah, so that's
I know I'm technically escaping, but I don't think that +4 to escape applies.
no, it should be a technically it's a capital E escape, as in the escape task of grappling. So
I'll actually make that distinction now, just from my.
that's fine. Yeah. I'm just being pedantic. So
Bow
That's
to
one of the
your
great things about
pedantry,
Pathfinder
sir.
2. It's much more pedantic.
what now, Nick?
Well, it's one of the great things about Pathfinder 2. It's much more pedantic. We love it.
It is. So here's a catch. I'm gonna need you to fall prone right here, please, because that is another natural 20 for a total of 47 points of sonic and bludgeoning.
I don't get any sort of reflex save to avoid being knocked prone.
Knockdown is one of those.
No.
Gross.
It's one of my favorite crit conditions on a Starfinder character, honestly, for that reason, because NPCs have ridiculous saving throws. So, the good news is it doesn't have an attack of opportunity now.
Oh boy.
Whose turn is it? Jeff still?
It's still Ketch's turn. That was just his move action.
No, it's not. That's my turn. I did my standard action and then I tried to move.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Leif. I forgot that you had done the thing. It is affected on the blue golem, which loses its turn immediately. Marayoth, it is now your turn.
Rayoth will take the other gauntlet from blue. We will amass a collection.
Now I'm imagining part of your world, except instead of the Little Mermaid, it's Marath. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Don't you think my collection is complete?
Oh my god, Liz, there's absolutely a horde of tiny trinkets in the ducts of the hammer.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. So that's a natural 20 on this disarm attempt. That is going to absolutely take my second gauntlet from my golem, and I am sad.
Hey Tom, you never gave me my damage.
I did. It was 47 bludgeoning and sonic.
Oh.
But now you may take that. Marayoth has taken both gauntlets from my golem. Gus, it is your turn. You are muted.
Well, I said yes indeed, and what Gus is going to do first off is heal 3 stamina, then acquire 5 temporary hit points.
Love it. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm going to spend a nanite surge, and instead of getting 3 stamina back, I'm going to get 12.
Interesting.
Because that's an ability I have. It's a new one. And then I am going to attack. I have so many abilities.
Yeah.
High level play. High level play.
Oh, wow. That's a lot more damage than last time.
A 28 versus KAC. It is factoring flanking. It is factoring get 'em. And it is factoring deadly aim. And 47 piercing damage.
Yeah. Yeah, this golem looks really... As you ram into it with your trail, it's still hanging on. It's swaying on its feet as it is both dazed and nearly destroyed. You have anything for... you did a move action already.
Well, I attacked. The thing to increase the amount of stamina I recover was a reaction, actually.
All right. So
I have a move, but I don't have anything to do with it.
All right. You feed it to Harold, and Harold says,
Thanks.
excellent. Auntie Nuna, it is now your turn. Oh, there's a goblin. Hello, goblin.
It's a goblin.
Dear listener,
Yeah.
Goblin is Leif's roommate's cat.
The little
So-
white cat with a cute little collar.
He's such a needy boy.
Oh.
So, Liz, what does Auntie Nuna do?
Auntie Nuna does what she does best, which is renew get 'em on blue. And Catch, do you want some stamina points?
Yes.
He whimpers from the floor.
I'm so sorry.
He started running away and he just got punched in the back of the head and he's just laying there face down on the ground, just full just ragdoll on the floor.
No. You were running away and the golem grabbed your legs from under you and you just face planted.
It was one of those horrifying, like, your head smacks the ground and bounces kind of moments. Like, really, really
Yeah,
bad.
no, it absolutely was.
Liz, if you don't think Nuna would do this, just to disregard me, but did you read the last part of your inspiring boost ability that you gained the
Yes, in
ability
fact,
to do?
I was about to say, it sounds like this is a case for actually spending a resolve point and adding my envoy level, which is 10, to the number of stamina points. So, Catch, you get back in there, and that's a total of 34
Oh!
Stamina points back.
Ketch just, without lifting his head, just, I got this.
Thumbs up in
Thumbs up
the
from the
air.
ground.
I love that image so much. Oh boy. But it's Red's turn. So Red is going to
Please don't hit me.
I think we're gonna make a full attack, buddy. I think we are.
I'm prone.
You are. So I forgot to ask though to confirm. Did Auntie Nuna do a get 'em on blue or red?
On blue.
Gotcha. All right, we maintain the blue. Red is going to do a full attack. First one on Sloan, the second one on Ketch.
Just terrible.
Yeah, 20 versus Sloan is surely going to miss. KAC. How about a 23 versus Ketch's KAC?
Okay, so KAC -4.
Sorry, I added the 4 in on my end.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, because you get a +4 bonus to hit prone creatures with a melee.
Okay, it is a +4 on your end. You're right.
Yes.
You got to do the math right. Oh my god, needy boy. I have a 26 KAC.
Then I miss. So the golem's fist pounds into the ground by Sloan, and then it pounds into the ground by Ketch. And I like to think Ketch might whimper just a little bit. As
He does. It's not audible to anybody but Ketch hears it.
And
Just
Ketch
rolling to
knows.
the side of the fist.
Yeah. All right, Sloan Rider, we are back to you at the top of round 3. I want to say. Been an eventful
All right.
2 rounds. Oh no, round 4 in fact. Continue.
4. Well,
But not that
let's.
matters.
Not that it super matters. No, now that we've
Who's
eliminated the traps. Let's see if we can't get rid of blue here.
But blue is disarmed. They're helpless.
Blue
at
is
me.
disarmed.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's
It
almost
doesn't-
dead.
It does have
Who still
a
has
big gun on its shoulder.
Let's just take that one out real quick.
All right.
You've done very well disarming him.
Have I?
Yes.
Wrath, now you know why I often target enemies that are not being targeted by the rest of us.
Yeah.
It's so the big one.
That'll be 38 points of fire damage to that one, the blue one there.
It will.
It really
Now-
sucks spending an entire round boosting and then you have boosted for naught.
Yeah.
Oh, you had
Welcome
blue.
to my world.
What?
No.
Theoretically, that's why I don't aim at what everybody else is aiming at.
Oh,
let's,
no, that's
let's
fair.
focus on what Sloan is doing right now. So we've got a 23 to hit EAC, which of course hits, for enough damage to certainly drop blue. Now, just remind me, do you provoke from red for any reason? Or do you
No,
not provoke? Why not?
no.
Remind me.
I don't provoke because I have Uncanny Shooter.
Okay, and that says you just don't
Remember.
provoke for shooting on arms.
I just
small
don't
arms.
provoke for shooting in melee. Yeah, let me find the text here. There we go. Ranged attacks, small arms do not provoke attacks of opportunity, period.
All right.
Whole body.
It had just been a while since we had to pull that one out, so I wanted to confirm.
No, that's no problem at all. And that one's dead.
That one is dead.
So I want to bounce around the other side of this one here.
What a
Can I
bounce
move
off.
through this space where this pillar's at, like that?
You can
Just
go
bounce.
around here, sure, because it's like a cylinder thing. Yeah, we'll let it happen.
Perfect.
Now, do I get to hit you for this?
I have mobility, but he can try.
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. I do
How about-
still provoke from moving.
How about a
just-
34 versus your KAC plus 4?
That'll hit.
Nice. That's 20 bludgeoning and sonic, which you have resistance to now.
Yeah, so I get to take 5 off that and only take 23.
No, I'm sorry. It was a total of 20.
Oh, with a total of 20. So it's only
So-
going to be 15.
Correct. All right. A good turn for Sloan Rider. And now we are on to Catch.
Indeed.
Who move action stands from prone. Oh no, hold on, that's not what I wanted to do. This is just a mess. It's just
If
a
you
mess.
crawl, you provoke.
Yeah.
Stand and step, man. Stand and step.
He's already taken an attack of opportunity, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Catch kind of
Crawl and fire.
Catch puts his foot on the server and kicks off and slides himself. Can I only move 5 feet when I'm crawling, or can I? Is it
You
half
can
speed?
crawl 5 feet as a move action unless you have feats that say otherwise.
Well, I am out of provoke range now, anyways. So he slides 5 feet, rolls over, and he's laying on his back, aims his weapon, and his horns begin to glow.
All right.
That's it.
Horns began to glow. Blue is dead. We are on to Marayoth.
Marayoth will change targets to red. Is red taking damage yet? I guess let's try to blind red. That makes sense.
Good call. Good call.
Trick. Sorry, the same roll. 28 versus KAC.
That will hit.
So blinded, removable by move action. Marayoth will spend on the conscious one. Marayoth will use gravitic reinforcement, I guess, as the move action.
Okay. Gus, it is your turn.
Can I step over this creature's body?
Can you? Why not?
Okay. Well, first I am going to count down on my ability. I have the 5. I'm going to just recover the 3, back over 100 for my stamina. I'm going to step forward.
Wade through the carnage.
I wade through the carnage, and then I just try and slam the drill right into this creature with deadly aim. Subtract 2 from that, actually, because I forgot to deactivate my get 'em. So it's actually 18 versus EAC.
Then sadly, that will be a miss.
Even with
That's gonna be a miss.
Was a natural
flanking
2.
and blind.
Toot toot. Blind makes it flat-footed.
That sounds right.
Sure. Yeah, because you're flat-footed to creatures that you can't see, and it can't see anything right now. So we're going to say, yeah, flat-footed. That still makes it a miss. So it was, as Leif said, a natural toot. So, you should still miss on a natural toot most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
Yeah, no, I know. We are on to Nuna.
All right. Auntie Nuna, seeing Gus miss that, says, "Don't worry, Gus. You can get him." And that's get him for red. And then also, Sloan, I know you're tougher than that. And so get back 24 stamina points.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right. So we got to get him. We got an inspiring boost. Red is not hampered right now, but it might be in a second because it is. Oh wait, no. First, it's Red's turn. Yay! I almost cheated myself out of a turn. So Cybernetic Golem is going to be blind, so it is going to remove that, and then it removes the blindness by spending a move action. Sorry, I remembered that I have another thing. Okay. Oh, well, that's fine. All right. So the golem will make, we're going to make a full attack once more on our two friends. No, you're right, because he's hasted, but that doesn't give you another move action. It lets you make a move. It lets you move your speed in between the action of a full attack. It's so much worse than it is in PF2. So I love haste in PF2 so much.
It's worse than any other edition, Tom.
I've heard.
He loves and hates himself.
Now, it's still good. It's just not nearly as good as it is in any other system that
Agreed.
hate exists in. So Regardless, enough banter. Red is going to punch Sloane because Sloane is annoying. That's a natural 1.
What? Me? Annoying? Never.
Never. How dare I? Take your turn, Sloane. It's your turn.
Oh,
Top of round.
On Sloane's turn, Rayoth will say, if you wait a second, I can blind it again.
All right. I will delay till after Maria.
All right, delaying until after Maria. Catch, it is your turn. Do you heed this advice well?
I don't wish to upset the apple cart here.
All right, you delay as well, Maria.
So Entangled actually might be a better call than Blind because is Sloane flat-footing him?
I can.
Okay, Entangled does most of the same stuff. It lowers the AC, so.
Oh, well then go ahead and either one.
Yep.
Can...
So we'll do Dirty Trick for Entangled.
It's a very good trick.
A
This
group
one
of
goes
constituents, battle-hardened, fly out to tie his shoelaces together.
Jam up his heelys.
Yes.
His cybernetic shoelaces. That ties up the cybernetic shoelaces, so this golem is now entangled. You want to paste that in chat for me, Simon?
Paste
And
what?
The
What-
entangled. Oh, I guess I could just click it on the sheet.
Oh,
couldn't I?
sure.
Conditions entangled. All right, it has made the appropriate adjustments. Yeah, that's a lot of orange arrows pointing down. Yeah. It is your turn, Catch.
I believe it would actually be Sloane's turn technically, but
Well-
since we both delayed, we can just both attack at the same time. I like it when we do that.
You
Why
probably
not?
want Sloane first to get flat-footed.
Your powers combined. Sloane, and then Catch.
I also physically can't miss at this point with all of these bonuses, knowing what its EAC is. So like,
Fair enough.
You could roll a 1, but that's not
Could
going to
roll a
affect
1,
anything.
that is-
Yeah, but then it
Slow.
doesn't matter whether.
but no, go ahead, Nick. You go first.
Somebody
You were-
go.
Oh, so I guess I don't really need to flat-foot it.
not
What do we think
necessarily.
it's gonna
Not
live?
everyone is as accurate as Catch is.
Yeah,
We will
And I'm-
see.
and I'm targeting KAC with this weapon.
Fair. Okay. So that will be 40 points of fire damage,
Oh my
and
God,
it's flat-footed. If it's still alive.
that's not gonna matter.
No.
I don't think it will be because Catch deals
No.
63 points of fire and cold damage to this
Nice.
Yeah.
thing
So
with his increased boost.
He
for
just
all of
reduces it
y'all,
to ash.
for all of your edification,
Then
Catch
Gus
was the
steps
one
back.
to finish it off because Sloane shot it and weakened it, and then Catch just blasted it away as Catch does with that heavy weapon, and managed to. You, of course, knowing that this thing had an affinity for electricity, set it to firing cold, right?
Yes. So I did say as part of my explanation of my role there that it was in fact fire and cold damage. Yes. I will, and I will even spend the extra once per day move action to switch it if you require the.
It is in fact a swift action. If I recall correctly, to change fusions of
Oh,
damage.
that's so
But-
much better than I already thought it was. Okay, cool.
Yep. So that is that, and then I guess it looks like Gus takes his drill and just bashes it to pieces. What remains?
Catch killed it, and Gus is like, heat of the moment, just excited to join in with everybody else.
It shot a big hole through its chest, and it's just like standing there as it's like powering down, and then Gus just knocks it over and just.
All right. So, you finish the combat, and the room goes quiet, returning to the vague hum of the server fans being the only notable source of noise. Digit finishes entering the code, and now chitters happily as it moves up to Catch. Dizzy's voice emits once more from Digit, saying, "I cannot tell you all how much this means to me. Meet me back at the Click Clack Club. I've got a present for you all." So,
Ooh, present.
Don't worry.
Perhaps-
It means a lot to us too.
Let's loot these golems. We're gonna need all of these weapons to use on Eline.
All right, so yes, indeed, the golems drop 2 sets of that message. So 2 LFD pulse gauntlets with 4 batteries each. 4 batteries.
Laser, you say? Corona, you say?
Yeah, Corona artillery laser with 4 high capacity batteries. So that's 8 batteries total of each version. Remember, Catch, Leif, Corona's the 2D8 one, I think.
Oh, it is. Okay, I was just about to look it up. Thank you for explaining that. That is a lot less exciting, but also I will take every single one of those batteries.
Yeah, I don't even write down the batteries, Catch.
All right, so for no reason in particular, I would like to know where everybody is as you're sort of looting these golems.
Right about where I am. Also, I'm back
Yeah,
to full
here's
stamina.
Etch came back over here to collect Dizzy. Or Digit, rather.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, probably hovering over whoever has the null space chamber. Oh, that's me. I have the seaweed null space chamber.
You do.
I think.
So, I guess heading over to here to grab Red's gauntlets.
So I think, Gus, don't you have one as well? Because I know Ketch has one. I think we might have 3 in the party at this point.
No, I do not have one.
Oh, I was mistaken.
I will double check, but I am 99% certain I do not have one. I spent that money elsewhere.
All right.
All right. Is Auntie Nuna standing at the top of the stairs there, Liz?
Yeah, I think she's keeping like a watch just to make sure that nobody comes down that secret corridor.
Okay. Well,
Someone comes down that secret corridor.
as you are standing there, Auntie Nuna, you know what? Go ahead and make me a perception check, Auntie Nuna.
All right, perception check.
It's going to be a firefighter bursting in.
They're not going for this room specifically, right? But that is a 23 on the perception check.
Yeah, she rolled a 5. Do we have any rerolls?
You may not need it. What does Tom have to say?
I will tell you, with your bonus, you don't want to spend the reroll on this. You didn't succeed, but with your perception bonus, it is unlikely that you would succeed.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. I tell you this as a kind and benevolent GM.
You are kind of.
And
We do
now-
have 2 rerolls though.
That's true.
We got 2 more hours.
Okay.
So as a kind of benevolent GM and telling you that you should not spend a reroll on this, I will also tell you that even though you were keeping watch, perhaps something that somebody said in the room to the north of you before the server room, maybe they distracted you for a second or something, and you are the recipient of a bullet if a 36 hits your KC.
Oh, it sure do.
Well, excellent. Please take 42 points of piercing damage. And you are now bleeding 9.
Oh no.
And I'm sorry, what?
Hey!
And so you all hear a now you know what? This is probably a silenced shot. And yes, you may read into that what you want. As Auntie Nuna just takes a massive bullet to the shoulder. And I think that is where we are going to leave off. We're going to go to break right now, my friends. So all right, Jet's countdown just stressed me out. We're back. I guess it's only payback because
Yes.
I did shoot his space grandma for 40 points. What was it? 40 points of damage, I said?
It was way
42.
too much damage. Way too
And then-
much.
And 9 bleed.
And bleed 9. Yeah, that's not going to go away either until she takes hit point damage healing. So hit point healing? Yeah, that's the one. Heal hit point damage. So or from a medicine check. But that is not the point. Right now, the point is Auntie Nuna sees these two individuals as she turns around. I will show you some art. There's this guy. He's got cool art. Yes. And this lady from the core rulebook, the one background, the one theme. I think it's the Xenoseeker theme.
It is, totally.
Yes,
that dude looks very Deus Ex, but like with a beard.
They remind me of Harry Dresden and Murphy from the Dresden Files for some reason.
See, I'm using Xenoseeker theme ladies art because the AP wrote in these two characters and only gave me art for one. I'm not trying to make this my thing, but come on, Paizo, if you name two characters and you give one art and they have different genders, what am I gonna do?
Tom, that stuff ain't cheap.
And the rest.
Photoshop the mustache.
It is not cheap. But yes, I have the same thing in Extinction Curse.
Why did they pay for art for one?
Yeah.
Just Photoshop a little tasteful makeup on the same art and just.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, presentation is one thing, and I could definitely just say, oh, this is also, you know, this is this person represents as you know, they. Anyway, no, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it.
We do have to cut a little bit of slack because, you know, this transition to online is still pretty new, right?
This guy and his Astrozoan friend.
Yeah.
He just likes to copy his friend's look.
Likes to be identical. No,
It's
totally,
for the goofs.
I totally, like, I get that art is expensive, but if it's so expensive, don't pay for one piece of art if you're not going to give me two pieces of art for two named characters.
Yeah, they're in the same space. Now that we do things online,
then it creates the problem of, okay, I have this one really cool piece of art, but I don't have another piece of art for
Stick
this person.
figures.
And now I need to go find. I found perfectly acceptable art you never would have known, except I had to mention it because I guess it's my thing. Is
just a glutton for punishment.
Yeah. It's okay, because we have art. Paizo does a lot of really good art. And that's what I'm saying at the end of the day. I want more art. I want more art.
It's okay, friend.
It's fine. It's fine, Leif. It's fine because they're both going to shoot you all and you're going to bleed. So let's roll some initiative. We'll count that as a surprise. And everybody go ahead, roll me initiative.
You know, the only trouble with more art would be then our books would cost more. You know.
If I get art for named characters, I will pay more.
Maria, join me at the 18.
I will pay what I pay for Pathfinder books. Paizo. I will. I'll pay it.
Maria, join me at 18.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Though that is a thing that I've noticed with Pathfinder PDFs. We're not going to get into economics and stuff right now, but all right.
They cost more because more people work on them. I'm pretty sure.
Something else to consider is ours is a kind of unique situation, right? Like 90% of the people who buy the books aren't then turning around and trying to use that art on stream to, like, you know, illustrate a thing. They're taking that and they're taking it to their table and they're, you know, maybe they'll show them the picture of the person, but like usually not because it's surrounded by their stats and you can't just go showing your players your stats.
Yeah, that's the point.
And you have to like go to Kinko's and like it's a whole thing if you want to give your tabletop players art.
Yeah.
So
these are valid points.
Things to consider.
And you know, when I was running on Roll20 not for stream, I would just like go steal things from Google.
Oh yeah,
Really
yeah. No, big Spain.
Like that's how we got Chef Listock.
Chef Listock, yes.
It was Shooter Stock.
Shooter Stock. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I for my 114 was it 114 Save the Ren Crotas? You remember that one in season 1 of SFS? I used the toy RC car from Toy Story to represent the players on their and a warthog to represent the players on their Ren Crota saving journey at one point. But yeah, so not being on stream really does allow you some freedoms in art choice. So
This is all good content, but we have combat music playing.
we do. I know, Simon. I know.
That combat music's a wasting. You can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
So
Combat
is
music
awkward.
out California way.
this is truly awkward, my friends, because both of my spies have indeed rolled very well on initiative, so they're both going to get to shoot Auntie Nuna now.
You better not kill my space
Oh,
grandma.
no.
They're
You
just
better
they're
not
just
kill my
hail
space
boy.
grandma.
Maybe I'll just I could beat that. Should I use one of my rerolls on initiative to shoot them first? They don't both shoot Nuna.
They're also really far away, Sloan. They're in another room.
They are really far away.
That's true. I can't see them yet.
Why doesn't
Yeah.
Marayoth reroll? Marayoth has a really good initiative, and Marayoth can
Right.
fly and
And
shoot.
then Gus will do
I
it.
don't think rerolls are a good use of.
We have two. We hardly ever manage to use enough of them.
Do it or don't do it. Simon, I leave it to you.
Yeah, can I even get there though?
Simon to use a consumable. All right, my
Never mind.
It's not even an easy right. No, let's let it lay. We can have drama in
Yeah,
Munich.
probably.
Yes, we're allowed. Bad things are allowed to happen to us, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
She probably won't die.
I mean, probably.
What are the odds?
You better
Fred.
not kill
Re-rolling-
my space
re-rolling
grandma.
another
I'm
natural
gonna
20.
be so mad.
Man, Chet, that smoothie looks delicious. Anyway, stop distracting me. They're going to the male presenting operative here is going to move in a tricky fashion. They will move behind the desk, putting this chair between them and the door, and shoot at Auntie Nuna with a pistol, the same pistol that they shot you with before. That is a 38 versus your KAC flat. Not flat-footed KAC, in fact. So that is going to be 20 points of piercing damage on Nuna. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh God.
Good. So
And yeah. Do I take the bleed on my turn?
you do. So
Okay.
you've taken your 20 piercing, and now we are on to the other operative, who is similarly going to... They're going to move over to this desk as well. They can't get quite behind it, so they will put their back up against the wall and just fire directly. You know what? No, they're going to kick this shrubbery over and fire around the corner at Auntie Nuna. This operative is female presenting, and they are going to... She's going to shoot. Ooh, 21 versus your flat-footed KAC. So flat-footed is just a -2 penalty to your KAC.
Haha, no.
Ah, man. All right, so you do not take any damage whatsoever. That was very lucky for you. And Auntie Nuna, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, first
Oh.
I'm gonna go into hit points.
Yep. Please take that 9 lead.
Yep. Oh, oh, oh. Oh God, I'm thinking one hand grabs the first shot, another hand grabs another shot, and then she puts up another hand with her pistol.
Maybe you should retreat.
Yeah. So she will. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Counting steps.
Yeah, she'll be here. All right. So she'll do a double move to get away and sort of be behind this pillar.
Okay. She does that. And that is Auntie Nuna's turn. Gus, we are on to you.
I am going to. I need to. Let me click on this for a second. I can do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome.
I guess Morath will say, Gus, maybe we should let them come to us.
Well, I wasn't going to charge. Swift action, spending a nanite surge to disintegrate my drill and send out a cloud array.
Interesting.
From here
Heal
to
me?
here. And now you're within my nanite cloud. And then I am going to spend a second nanite surge using my move action as a swift action to first aid you. Could I do that?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
my
yeah.
sweet boy.
Any action, any larger action can be used to perform a smaller action.
There we go. And medicine. 34 to first aid you.
That will do it.
To stop the bleed.
All right.
Okay, so that's not
Yay.
the bleed. Yeah, so she doesn't get hit
Because-
points back from this. But
Well,
she
well,
has-
okay, quick question, and you feel free to say no. I was reading the first aid and it said it stops the bleed. Does any healing stop the bleed? Did I misread that? Because I could treat deadly wounds as a...
It is, by my understanding, it is magical healing that will
See-
automatically stop bleeding
Okay,
on top
this is not magical healing, I don't believe, because everything I have is technological. So I
Yeah,
will
no, it's
first aid.
Yeah.
And then I have a standard action left, and that's
You get ready in action.
2 nanite surges. Sorry. I was just focusing
Don't
on
worry.
making sure that she stopped bleeding, and then I
Yeah, no, that was a very
I
good call.
appreciate it.
such a big list of abilities. I'm sorry.
Huge tracts of abilities.
Huge tracks of abilities. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Tom.
Could you move the cloud to cover the door?
I cannot right now. I don't think. Let me double check. I will just. Well, let's read my cloud array.
Sorry, I shouldn't have thrown another.
Well, these guys are doing this. Hey, Tom, what race did those people look like?
Auntie Nuna saw 2 humans.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
She can even tell him
Their
this.
weakness is dim light.
I mean, it is assuming that they haven't gotten themselves dark vision.
This is true.
Yes.
I can use a
Specialized.
move action to reconfigure it. So now that it has been generated, I still have a standard action. I could reconfigure it. The thing is it's not granting that mischance unless I spend a nanite surge to do that, which...
If you have a ranged attack, you could ready in action to shoot them.
I don't have a ranged attack. I am not a ranged combatant. I think that's gonna just be my turn. Sorry I wasted so much time. I've
No,
still got
you're-
my horns
no.
and everything.
You're fine. You
Actually-
are, Yeah.
Standard action, I'm gonna pop my spur.
okay. All right. Your venom spur erupts from one of your wrists, and Maria.
Rayos will activate Attractive Force. And then ready in action to grab something off of whoever they see next in that doorway.
All right. Ready in action to grab whoever steps through that. Grab something off of whoever steps through that door. Catch. We are on to you. You saw, all of you just sort of saw Auntie Nuna stumble down the stairs, bleeding. I imagine she gave you an update, but what would you like to do, Catch?
Catch will start off by moving over here, and then he is going to. Oh man, do I need to make a stealth check before they enter the room? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a stealth check before they enter the room.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lower the light level. This has not come up at all until level 10. My racial ability to lower the light level by 1 step within 20
All right.
feet of me.
A 20
It is
foot
It is
burst.
a standard action to do
Yeah.
that.
You did that
Okay.
at the clinic with the
Kinda
Black
garbage.
Hearts.
Oh, you're right. No, I did do that. You're right. I did. But that is actually going to end up giving me, because of another one of my grafts, +2 to this check. That'd be a 39 stealth check.
Okay, a 39 stealth check. Very, very good. I thought that this would work, but it doesn't, and that's okay. They're not going to get close enough to you probably. So you've got a 37 stealth check, 39 because you're in dim light, or is it darkness?
Dim or lower light.
Sorry, what I meant to say was your racial ability. What did that do to the light level?
It lowers the light level 1 step.
Okay, so you are in dim light.
Okay, I figured since you hadn't said it was dim or dark in here, it was normal light.
Right.
Okay.
So that gives you a 39 because of that bonus. And all right, you've got a 39 stealth check. They will have to beat that with a perception check in order to notice you until you shoot them, at which point you will be able to make another stealth check. Is that that's my understanding of sniping.
That is your understanding of sniping, yes. So I will, if I get the chance to, I can shoot them and make a stealth check as part of the action to re-enter stealth. It is usually at a -20, but because of all of my star maths, I get a +4 to it. So it's essentially a -6.
Star maths.
Star math.
So it's at a -6 because it's. I gotcha. Okay, cool. I like it. Sloan Ryder, you see Ketch go over and do some weird tiefling stuff in the corner. What do you do?
Weird tiefling stuff.
Crouches in the
There's one
corner.
in the
It gets
room.
dark. Can't see what they're doing.
Well, Sloan knows they're gonna come from this way, over by the door. So she's gonna get right here and ready in action to trick attack anyone who comes through that door.
Okay. All right. That is the specific trigger. If they walk through that door, they will.
If someone who is not our friend walks through that door, I'm going to trick attack them. Yes.
Okay. So we go back to this guy. So you know what? Because I could be mean and I could say, oh well,
We ready
through the door. Yeah, but I will not be that mean. This guy will step through the door and only too late realize that you are there and whirl around, but two things happen.
First question.
So we'll yes, Maria.
Does he have a grenade?
Does he have a grenade?
Yeah.
How do you get to know whether he has a grenade or not, right? Like, does it have to be visibly on him?
They have to be visibly on them, yeah.
Does he have a belt with grenades on it?
No, he does not have a grenade belt.
Well, what kind of hitman is he then?
Does he have nipple piercings and grenades hanging from them like they're pins?
Maria, do your
Ow.
thing.
I take his rifle. Pistol.
He does have a pistol and a sniper rifle on him,
Excuse me.
and a knife. I know, but Morath readied in action first.
Okay. Fair.
So, 23 will, versus KAC. Gonna give him, you're flying. I'm gonna say people shooting from the ground level at somebody standing on the stairs. There's a banister there. Will have partial cover, which is a +2 to AC, +1 to reflex. But in this case, I will waive that because you are flying, right? Were you flying or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that will meet KAC. So,
Yay.
which weapon are you taking?
The one he has out. So I think that's the pistol.
That is the pistol, yes. All right. So that is his turn. All right. Oh,
Wait.
Sloan. It's not his
I
turn.
can
It's
shoot him
super not
too.
his turn. Yeah, Sloan, go ahead, please. Sorry, I was distracted by reading a Twitch question.
Oh, no worries. I got distracted by reading a Discord question. That's why I didn't realize Maria was shooting him first. Let's hamper him.
Oh, none of that matters with that natural 1 on the attack.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna steal one of our rerolls.
That's
I think
a reasonable thing to do.
because this will
Yeah.
probably smack him and keep him from getting too much further into the room. Roll a d20. 12 plus 17.
12 plus 17.
29 versus flat-footed EAC.
That is a hit.
Aha!
Flat-footed.
For 34 points of fire damage, and he is hampered. Speeds are halved. Beginning of the next turn.
We're
Yes.
getting some
Sorry, Nick.
echo
I'm
or
getting
feedback.
weird. Yeah, I'm getting weird feedback from your end, Nick.
That's
Sounds like you're underwater.
weird.
No, I thought it was echoing through Tom's.
Well, I'm not hearing it anymore either way, so.
It's gone now? Okay, well. 29 versus EAC.
29 versus the AC is a hit for a total of 34.
34 fire damage, and he is hampered.
Okay. Hampered. Movement is halved. And you know what? Because this is a weird situation, I'm going to let him draw his sniper rifle as part of moving out of the room, even though he didn't intend to initially, because his jerk enemy relieved him of his pistol. So he is going.
Operatives who don't take quick trick don't get to draw weapons.
Yeah, but he's not even trick attacking.
Then that's all right then.
Yeah.
He drew it as part of a move, which is legal.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can draw a weapon as part of a move. That is, yes.
Even as part of a trick attack move.
No. That's why they made quick trick a thing.
Right.
Yes. He's not trick attacking, Simon.
Okay.
He's just moving into the room.
So, the guy is going to turn around, drop to his knee, which is going to upgrade his cover, I think. He's sort of taking cover behind the banister and just shoot Sloan with a sniper rifle point blank. So, this...
Like a first-person shooter.
What?
Oh, like, sniper rifles in real life, you obviously never use like this, but in first-person shooters, people often do.
Oh, yeah, and there's no penalty for it. Starfinder is there. So,
Yeah, in
Sloan,
Pathfinder, there's a minimum range for your longbow.
Oh,
For the-
in longbow, yeah.
the volley, yeah. But this ain't Pathfinder 2. Sloan, a 29 to hit your KAC
We'll
for
just hit.
20 points of piercing.
Ow.
And he will, warn his friend. And
There's an operative in here. A death machine.
so his friend is going to come over here. And from there, do I have a shot? She's going to try and trick attack you. That's questionable. She's going to step into the door and trick attack you with a pistol, trusting that you don't have a melee weapon out. You might, but you're an operative. You're attacking.
I do.
All right, fine. Stab me with your switchblade. Oh wait, you
I
might
keep
not
it
need to-
merely for, threatening.
for this. Yeah. Let me double check my stat blocks for these things, because these operatives, these human beings, because they may have things that prevent this. Nope. Please continue. All right. So a 20 will miss my KAC.
I tried.
You did. And they are going to trick you with this shot.
To the heart.
Shot through the heart. And that is a 28 versus your flat-footed KAC.
Thanks.
That's a miss.
Why?
20?
No, 28. 28 versus your flat-footed KAC.
Oh yeah, that's a hit, just barely.
Okay. Please take 40 points of piercing damage, and now you are bleeding 9.
Oh no.
Son of a.
I wondered why you were like, why would I heard 20? Come on.
Yeah.
Obviously a 20 isn't a hit. Come on now.
Yeah, 28 and 20 do sound kind of similar, because they have the same amount of syllables, and they both end in that sort of open E. Yeah. So, that is both of the operatives' turns. Auntie Nuna, it is your turn. You are no longer
All right.
bleeding.
Yeah, that's great. And then Morayoth. Did Morayoth take damage this round?
Nope, only Sloan.
Okay.
But
How
you,
about a
remember
Sloan?
that your inspiring boost, you have not taken a 10-minute rest to spend resolve point to regain stamina, so that is not going to trigger on people that you triggered last fight.
So
Damn.
catch is pretty much it.
And
Okay.
Maria.
And Sloan.
Oh, Morayoth.
And
Morayoth.
Catch, Marioth, and Sloan all
Wait,
receive an
You
inspiring
did
boost.
Sloan too? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
Gus, go take damage.
All right, all get 'ems all around.
Yep. She's gonna get him. Both of them.
You have that much range?
Yeah,
you do not
maybe.
have line of sight on
Ah.
the female, the woman.
Okay. Well then.
You can like go here and then just get him the dude from the bottom of the stairs.
And shoot to boot.
Yeah. And sorry, shoot to move means.
You can
Yeah,
cover
so-
your get him with an attack.
Yeah.
You said shoot the boot.
Yeah, shoot to boot, as in shoot as well.
Mhm. Great. She does this. So she moves, get-ems, and on the male presenting one.
All right.
Great. That's 27 plus 2 because I don't have a macro for get 'em.
That's fine. That is going to be a hit versus EAC,
Woo!
and he will take 13 fire and sonic damage. Shiny. Cool. All right, so that is Auntie Nuna's turn. We've got to get him, we've got to move, we've got to shoot. Gus, do your thing.
Move action. My cloud is moving.
Oh, the cloud's on the move.
Move action. Ugh, like that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. How many can I do? Let me look again. I think it's
But it has
8.
to go up, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
will have to go up. I know I have the squares for it. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so I have 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus however many it takes to go up.
It's going to take 2 squares to get up because your cloud takes 5 feet of space, say, and the stairs are 15 feet up. So 2 more on top of that, and then you can start moving horizontally again.
Yeah, okay.
1,
So-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 1 square left of 8.
Okay, well. Sorry.
No
I'll
worries.
just do that. That's fine. Those are the 8 squares. So I move that. Sloan, you're bleeding, correctly? Correct?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
nanite
but I am.
surge.
They also say, Gus, if you spend this whole fight removing bleed, you're not going to do anything else.
I'm going to get close after this because this is only using 2 of my actions. So move
Okay.
action, swift action, nanite surge. I'm going to stop the bleeding.
This
All
is
right.
all very in character for Gus.
It is.
It is.
And then my standard
then
action
pressure-
is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm stopping here in this guy's face. He should respond to me.
He is.
You mean one south?
Do you mean here?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. So, yes. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the DC for stopping bleeding, I think it's like DC 15 or something. So you automatically succeeded that. It's just a matter of spending actions because you can't crit fail skill checks in the system.
Hey, buddy.
So, you move up. You have your horns to threaten with, so that's cool. Love that. Morayoth, it is your turn.
Wrath will rise through the room, sort of getting as high as they can and a little bit closer to try to get rid of that cover against either of them. And then, so the green operative, the male presenting operative has a sniper rifle out, and sniper rifles don't do trick attack damage, but the female presenting one has a small arm.
Yes,
So we take the small arm.
I see.
And do 26 versus KAC.
That will be a successful disarm.
Yay!
Obnoxious Solarian
Two
PCs.
small arms.
Starts waving them in the air. You have to drop one of them if you have your.
No,
your
I
flare
have
out.
4 arms.
Oh, you do. You're, obnoxious Spathane Solarians with their disarms and their blinds and their.
And then they're down.
So what? That means they're not doing damage. Brings things to a stalemate. All right, so that's Marayoth's turn. Catch, it is your turn.
Ketch is going to spend the round boosting behind
Okay.
the back here.
Boosty boost.
Boosty boost.
You mind telling me what you are expending there?
Of course. Standard action to cast the spell. Supercharged weapon. And a move action to take aim and use superior firepower on. Do I have line of sight on this guy here? Could I, if I was by definition of the sniping, popping out of cover to take a shot at somebody, would I be able to hit this guy or no?
You can see he's got a +4 cover bonus right now, but you can still see him to take the shot. If you
Does
were
she
to,
also have a +4 cover bonus?
yes, because she's back behind a door and you're 15 feet down.
We're gonna aim at her.
Okay. All right. And so, good. All right. Sloan Rider.
All right. Well, I don't like being right next to both of these folks. No one bit. Let's take a shot at him. Male presenting one. Let's make it flat-footed. 22 to hit flat-footed EAC.
EAC is going to be a hit.
Yes. 30 points of fire damage and flat-footed. And then I'll take a... You know what? I'm going to jump over this railing.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything to jump over that railing?
You're an operative. You probably avoid. It was purposeful. No, what you do is you turn the first d6 into non-lethal of falling 10 feet that it is. So here, take 3 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage, which, if it knocked you out, it wouldn't kill you then. Well, that's, yeah. All right.
Oh, my knees.
Yeah.
You're gonna be feeling that when you're older.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so Gantz still has a sniper rifle. And you know what? He doesn't like this obnoxious Spathane taking all of his toys and his friends' toys. This Spathane is selfish and greedy, so we are going to trick attack. I'm going to ignore Gus, because Gus hasn't done anything except walk up to me. So Gus can go ahead and take an attack of opportunity. That misses. 18 versus KAC. So this operative is going to shoot Marayoth with his sniper rifle once more as part of a trick attack. Yeah, that's right. I said as part of a trick attack. Marayoth, please take 21 points of piercing damage, and you are bleeding 9 now. Everybody bleed.
No.
Please. All right. That is Gantz's turn, and now we're on to Droon. I love their names. So Droon is going to look down at her hand where she didn't have a pistol. And 50-50 odds that she had drawn her switchblade. Odd yes, even no. Odd yes. All right, so she luckily had a switchblade and is going to charge around the corner and try and shank Gus. Gus, a 34 to hit your KAC.
That will hit.
All right, please take 29 points of slashing damage as this knife, cuts across your chest, and you are now bleeding 9. Like I said before, everybody bleeds. Wow. And we are on to Auntie Nuna.
All right. Auntie Nuna will the female presenting one, renew her get 'em on the male presenting one, and shoot the female presenting.
Okay.
Does she have cover?
She does. They will both, since they'll both have currently a partial cover, +2 to their ACs and +1 to their reflexes. Oh, but I'm sorry. I forgot that you were to the east. Gus is giving her a +4 bonus to her AC against you.
Okay, well then that doesn't hit, I don't think.
No, it will not. But it wouldn't have hit with the first mentioned cover bonus either. So that will be a miss. But both of them are get-em'd. So that's good. Got that going for you, which is nice. And we're on to Gus.
Can't do anything about that, Marayoth.
It's okay.
Come on. Oh, I don't want to delete my own token. Oh no! Marayoth went with it.
What?
Marayoth!
How did I do that? That's witchcraft.
Just put
magic.
yourself. I think you were there, right, Marayoth?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so drag yourself out. I'll add your initiative. Just take your turn, Gus. It's no problem.
Okay. Gus is move action. His hand is going to grow the hilt of a sword, and a brilliant rainbow blade is going to burst forth, and he's just going to full attack this person in front of him. He doesn't like him, making people bleed everywhere.
Can you manifest that as part of an attack? Because a full attack requires you to not spend any action.
Sorry. Just an attack. Apologies.
Okay. A single attack. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to confirm. Oh, that is a 19 versus EAC.
That's a 3 on the dive.
That is going to be a miss.
And I will bleed 9.
Yes. Playing operative NPCs is fun. Marayoth.
Marayoth will take that knife.
But first he will bleed.
Indeed.
They will bleed.
And button. This button.
Marayoth just jettisons a number of bugs out. That's their bleeding.
Yeah, I am trying to think of how bleed manifests in a swarm.
I'll
take it to track.
Just exile bugs from the collective.
34 takes that knife, so now we have 2 small arms and a knife.
Yep,
Then
2
juggle
small arms
across
and a
the
knife.
swarm. We've got space for one more.
Oh, you're just painting a bigger and bigger target on yourself, my friend.
I'm already bleeding. What more can you do?
More damage. Catch. It's your turn.
All right. So Catch is going to pop out of cover, aim at this one, thereby negating her +4 cover bonus, and take the shot. I'm
Reroll.
taking a reroll.
That's a natural 1, dear listener.
Yeah, I think the heck not. How about a 32? How does a 32 strike you?
That strikes me right between the eyes.
Wonderful. Well, it's going to be 49 plus.
Man, 3 6s, a 4, and a 5 on the original 5d6.
I don't think you typed that correctly.
I sure did not. Plus another 24 damage is going to make that 73 points of fire and cold damage.
This operative goes from being at full health to not being at full health from 0 to 60.
Indeed.
Tom, we forgot
0 to
something.
73, should I said. What'd you forget, Gus?
She stabbed me, right?
Yeah?
Electrostatic field.
All right, give me the electrostatic field.
I never get to use it. The one time I did get to use it, I healed them.
All right, so she takes 4. All right.
I'm helping.
Sure are, buddy. So yes, Catch leans out of sniper cover. Go ahead and make me that stealth check, Catch.
All right, this is going to be at a -6. To re-enter stealth. Also, by the way, assuming they didn't beat my 39 stealth check before they were flat-footed against me, not that it matters.
Cool.
So that's a 28 to re-enter stealth or re-enter cover.
Okay. Do I take the perception check now?
You can take it now. You can take it on your turn. I recommend just doing it now because that's
Yeah,
the
so I don't
easiest way
forget.
to remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
So I don't have to remember the numbers I rolled either.
Exactly. They are both aware of your position.
Okay. Well, I assume I still have cover behind this big server, but
Oh, you do. And there are a lot of enemies between them and you right now. So we'll see what happens. Sloan Rider, you have just tumbled off of the balcony.
they saw the
Blade.
steam venting out of the gun. That's what it was.
Yes.
Let's see. Catch made a bunch of dim light. Let's go back there. And take a shot at lady threatening Gus. We don't know that she's a lady. She might be might just be horribly rude. That is a 26 versus flat-footed EAC.
26 versus flat-footed EAC. There, even with the bonus to cover, bonus to AC from cover, she is going to be hit. That is
46 points of fire damage, and she is flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn.
wow. All right, man. She was feeling real good like 2 turns ago. She was feeling real good, and now she doesn't. I wish I could tell you numbers. You're gonna find out. So it is Gantz's turn, and Gantz is going to Gantz is going to stay where he is, and he's going to shoot at Marayoth with his sniper rifle.
Oh dear.
Single attack, 30 versus your KAC.
Hit.
Okay. 22 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You're out of stamina.
All right. And then Gantz is
And also
going
1
to...
in the hit points.
Excellent. You love to hear it. Gantz retreats into this room. And that is his turn. Let me double check my land speed. Oh, I actually have a little bit more. Droon is going to similarly... Droon will try and tumble away from Gus. So she gets to move at half speed. Droon will make And acrobatics. Oh yeah, 15 on the die, and I'm an operative. 33 versus 15 plus 1.5 times your CR is 30. So, yes, so Droon is able to tumble away quite acrobatically, and she also retreats into this room and gets there. All right. Auntie Nuna, it is now your turn. Both of the operatives seem to have retreated into the previous room.
Ah. Okay, Auntie Nuna is gonna move across the floor so that she can see into the other room again.
Maybe we
I don't
should
want.
stop our bleeding now.
That'd be great. I don't have any way to do that for you.
Medicine.
I don't have medicine trained, dear.
Oh, does anyone have this other than Jet? Or Gus?
Nope.
Oops.
Catch, I believe.
It's
Get
possible,
rid of
yeah.
medicine.
Because that's why Catch
Okay.
has been helping me in the med bay.
Got it.
Yeah, Catch is pretty smart.
Yep.
Catch is trained in medicine.
Also, if we just had any Mark 1 healing
Okay.
serums, that's magical healing.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I don't think I have any. I think I've used them. Oh wait, no, I do. I have a Mark 1 Serum of Healing. Okay, who wants it? Who needs it the most?
Are you bleeding?
Well, you have a Starfinder backpack. It is a standard action to find it in your gear and draw it is a move action, right?
The Starfinder backpack will put it in your hand as if it was as a single move action. Like you can reach
Yeah,
into it
And
and
drawing a weapon.
That's
Yeah.
what okay.
Yeah. It's a magic item, and it will do that for you.
Cool. I'm gonna go up to Gus, because Gus is bleeding, yeah. And give him, here, dearie, this will make you feel better.
Okay.
So you
You've been
can,
handed a Mark 1 Serum.
yeah. So you can, by moving over there and then drawing it, you can, as silly as this might be, you can hold it out to him, and he can take it as a move action next turn, and then feed it
Yes,
to himself.
that's
as a
what we'll
move
do.
action. Yes. Speaking of, Gus, it's your turn. Take 9 bleed.
I will take 9 bleed. And then I
But not for
will
long.
take the healing serum, and then I guess drink it, even though I feel like it should be injected.
That's what we all want, but it is a serum.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
I guess serums and stuff.
And it was, you said a move action to take it, and then a standard
And then
to
a standard action to drink it.
7,
All right. You
which
doesn't do anything for your health, but you have received I'm going to say you've received magical healing, and that will stop the bleeding, if nothing else. Cool.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Spend
you
a
have
nanite surge, swift action, reactive repair
Okay.
on myself.
Yeah. All right. Marayoth, it is to you.
Marayoth will, I guess, hover down to Catch and say, Catch, we're dying slowly. Can you fix that somehow?
Well, I don't know a lot about bug medicine, but I physically can't fail this check either, so.
Oh,
I don't know a lot about bug medicine, but I guess I really do.
Look, I'm not a bug doctor. I only played one on TV.
But that's enough. And I guess with my move action, I'll activate Gravity Pulse in case I need it at some point.
Why not?
End of
So
turn.
Catch, that medicine check will happen on your turn. So I believe that means you have a move action left. What would you do? A move action.
Well, I mean, obviously
Well,
we're going
first I
after
take the bleed
people,
damage, right? That was how much?
9 bleed, and then Catch removed it from you. So I'm sorry, Leif. What were you doing?
double checking what my God is my land speed really still just 30? When you're sniping, you don't gotta really move that far.
Mhm.
Typically.
You've got to
I'm
need
here
your
now.
speed, but you usually are in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
gotta go fast. It's the cars that do that for me.
Sloan Rider. Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I was checking this. I was gonna toggle mute, and then I looked over and I was like, oh, well, I don't need to toggle mute
Because it's your turn.
because because I wasn't muted.
Oh, I see. Oh.
So did they run away? Did I miss it?
They moved back through this doorway, yes.
Hmm. I'm playing Sloan Rider. I gotta go after him. They tried to kill my friends.
All right. Sloan.
That's
so
your
it's
auntie.
40 feet to the bottom of the stairs. I'm like, do I hold action, wait for them to come back? No, I'm Sloan Rider. I do stupid shit.
Fleeing. They meant fleeing.
Fleam. I meant fleam. Second move action to move through this door, I suppose. I still don't see him. I have 35 feet of movement remaining and keep going over here. Oh, I do see them. I guess they'll try to shoot me when they... Yep. I'll move one more in front of the desk here.
Okay.
That's a double move.
All right. So, this man will indeed attempt to shoot you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Takes a shot with a sniper rifle for a 25 versus your KAC.
No, that was a miss.
All right. And with that shot, he barrels away. You see him disappear as he heads down the stairway to the east.
Oh, he's got shot on the run?
No, he just didn't take a trick attack.
Oh, weird. What a
Well,
weird
it's a sniper rifle.
No, he can trick attack with a sniper rifle. His motives are his own, however. And then the other operative will do a similar thing. Okay. Auntie Nuna, we are on to you. They don't seem to be coming back out of the room. But then Sloan did dodge a bullet, which you might have heard hit the wall, we'll say.
That girl. And Auntie Nuna will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess double move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Okay. So, you still don't see anybody in this room. You just see Sloan standing there, and the door to the secret office open to the stairway beyond.
Right.
Move on to Gus.
I am going to heal and generate temporary hit points. And then I am going to use a swift action to activate. Where's it at? Where's it at? Pretty little ability. It's my haste circuit. I'm activating a haste circuit. This is the first time it's come up. I get an extra 30 feet of movement, I believe. My movement's normally 45 because I don't have my wings deployed. So I have 75 feet of movement.
Woof.
Nice.
Gus also has wheelies.
Yep. Bathroom. Wrong way.
We're counting that.
That's 75 feet. That's one move. Let's keep running.
In your brain, Morath will say, "Oh, it feels like you're going very fast, Gus. Be careful."
I'm going very
Seems
fast.
like you're trying to chase down the baddies. Would you like some help?
Yes, please.
Well,
That's 50 thus far. Oh wow, he was right there. Okay, I would have stopped right there. I didn't realize there was a thing there.
Indeed. So,
That's
yes.
all I got in me.
once you see him here, you could like back up around the corner.
Yeah, I don't think Gus Wood is the thing.
Fair enough.
Thank you for being true to your characters. So yeah, Gus, you round the corner to the stairs, back to the cubicle space. You see Gantz just sort of panting a little bit as he tries to make it out into the cubicle area. He then looks over his shoulder.
Just sees this Tar speeding at him way faster than he should. Mechanical arm with a giant spike and a rainbow plasma sword, and he's just overweight. Just
And he hears you stomping at supernatural speeds, but he doesn't see you until you come right around the corner 10 feet away from him.
It's like an anime when it looks like they're running at normal speed, but there's the giant dust cloud behind them, and they're obviously moving very fast.
Yeah.
I found them. They're right over here.
All right, Marayoth.
Morath moves at their max speed. They'll move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess.
Okay. Catch.
I feel ashamed now after you congratulating everybody for playing their characters true to form, because honestly, if I had been doing that, I wouldn't have healed Marayoth. And here I am. That's a full move for catch, and that's my turn.
Sloan Rider.
Well, Sloan cannot see them. They have gotten away again. How rude.
Very, very rude, in fact.
Very rude. There's one move down that first flight of stairs. What if... you know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna try and tumble through his square.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That will be a failure. So
that's a failure. So I'll be behind.
You're shunted back through Gus's face. Okay. Boy howdy. So what does Gantz say? Gantz is just going to shout at Gus, "Listen, we're just trying to leave. This job isn't worth our lives." And he is going to run. Not mechanically. He's going to, you know what? No, because he's not stupid. He doesn't know if you're going to let him go or not. He's going to tumble.
Because I wasn't. He shot my space grandma and my space captain and my space best friend. And
well, the good news is he succeeded at the tumble, so he is going to tumble over here, nimbly dodging your possible sword swipe, and then he runs out past. You see him go out into the reception area, and then on her turn.
And he yells, I'm on home base now, you can't touch me.
I'm off the map.
I didn't hear him shout safesies.
And his friend will do the same thing. They disappeared into the reception area. You don't know what happened after that. Auntie Nuna.
Auntie Nuna will 1, 2,
3.
4.
Crunch.
I get that reference.
3, 6. She'll. Which way did they go? She'll be here. So she double moves.
Okay. We are back to Gus.
Unless Sloane's calling him off, Gus is booking it again.
Yeah, Sloan will put, if it's allowed with a free action, like put a hand on his shoulder and say, it's not worth it, Gus. Let him go.
I will deactivate my haste circuit then. I think I have 9 rounds remaining. I only used it the once. And Gus will just start panting. Oh god, that sucks so much. Captain, they didn't tell me it was gonna. The golem got Heelys.
Why didn't I get Heelys?
My armor, I think, just injected straight adrenaline into my heart.
Why is the world moving so slowly?
Yeah. So that's Gus. Maria, are you going to pursue?
So
I mean, I'll double move, but once everyone else stops, we'll say, they are just other Edgecore lackeys.
So, which of their guns did we get from them? I think we got 3. 2 guns and a knife. We still got loot from that combat.
You did.
We did.
Yeah, I was gonna
We still had-
say.
Yeah, their guns and their knives.
That's fine.
Knives.
Let me. I'm just going to read it out to you. You got 2 elite semi-auto pistols
Ooh.
and an ultra-thin switchblade.
Nice.
Also, I forgot to let you know, Nick, there is a fancy new pistol on the loot sheet for you worth 27,000 credits.
Ooh.
Ketch will take that switchblade.
I would also like one of the switchblades, please.
There's only
Oh.
one switchblade.
There's only one. You can have it then. Ketch just wants it for aesthetics. You can use it because you actually do trick attack with a knife sometimes.
Yeah, and you can trick attack with that knife. All right, so I take this to mean that you all are giving up
We'll let
pursuit.
him go.
I ended the combat music. What more do you want, Tom?
Listen, you're not the boss of me. So
Nor am
Go-
I the boss of these beings.
Gus reabsorbs his blade, his blade and his spike, and he's just hands on his knees, just bent over, just, oh god, that sucks so much, everybody.
Ketch walks up to him. He said, he just kind of motions. He's like, no, arms above your head, on your head.
Mhm.
There, like stand up. You're just making it harder to get oxygen.
Gus tries, and he's like old man, like groaning, and he's like,
Remember the good stuff we did, Gus. They weren't able to stop us from hacking all the medical records.
that is super great, but oh gosh, the haste circuit sucks.
Ooh, do you think that it was sabotaged by the person who implanted it, like that other one?
I don't know. I
Ketch
would
putting
say
on surgical gear. Well, time to find out.
let's check it out in the med bay, but they stole our home.
don't you have a portable med bay?
I have a med lab. Yeah, I guess I could manifest a
Yeah.
med lab.
He is the portable med lab.
I am a portable med lab.
So, all right. So these 2 snipers, these operatives, these spies, dare I say, have turned tail and run. So you get. Don't forget to mark the loot from the golems and those 2 elite semi-auto pistols and the ultra-thin switchblade. And one thing that I. Excellent. The one thing that I neglected to mention was. Assuming that you all take a server / when Ketch sort of used the computer to deactivate the trap, he might have noticed, and we'll say that he did, that this server has massive capabilities. This counts as a tier 7 computer, which is a level
Holy
14
crap.
item.
Whoa.
Yes. The server has it's upgraded with the security 4 upgrade and firewall as well. What you're able to glean from it is that Eline seemed to be using this server. This seems to be a clone of the Edge Corp corporate servers, with just a holy crap ton of information on other Edge Corp elites, if you will. It seems, with some extrapolation, that Eline was using this server to keep tabs on her competitors in the company, their competitors. I'm sorry, and other projects that they might be working on, like Project Oliphant level projects, like what she did with what you now call the Severance Package.
Do we have some estimation of like what would be the effect if we released this either publicly about all of their secret projects?
Releasing the information about. So, that was not intended. What you can get from this computer, you don't have access. Listen, no. Here's how it is. Here's my saving grace. You don't have access to the files. You can just tell that these files are on other EdgeCorp elites. You can't
So we have like
glean
an
the contents
index
of them, but you can put 1 and 2 together.
It says here it would take about a day to download Maria, so I don't think we're gonna be able to get all this file, these files on the internets.
Well, there must be some way we can use it to inconvenience them. Oh, what if we take a screenshot and send it to all of the people who they were spying on?
That would cause some chaos.
Or maybe we could simply destroy it.
We can do both.
Another option that you all might stumble upon is this could be interesting to tell Evgenia Jameson Corporation about.
Yeah, because she
like-
probably does not have authorization to clone their server.
Maria,
I
for
see.
sure, she super doesn't. They super don't. This is like, holy crap, is this illicit? Like, they were not supposed to do this thing. This is...
Yeah. So Marath is on board with that, but +1, not just send it to EdgeCore, but also like publish it broadly across the infosphere. So then
Send it
it's
to
even
some
more
journalists?
embarrassing for EdgeCore.
Yeah.
But EdgeCore also finds out.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to... The other issue right now is that nobody will listen to you.
Yeah, we're
because you
burned.
are burnt.
I mean, it can be anonymous. Like how there's the same problem with giving it to EdgeCore, right? Like if we release it anonymously, like presumably there's evidence. Presumably it looks genuine enough that it isn't faked. That they wouldn't think it's faked, right?
Say it again.
How do I put this? If we just gave it to EdgeCore, wouldn't they assume that we had faked it? Or is it somehow unfakeable, or it's like solid enough evidence that they would believe us?
You could point them in the direction of this private office.
And then they would find it.
I see.
They'll probably
I see.
have people
So
that
the
can
information that we have isn't enough, but
Yes.
the tip is enough to
Could be.
cause them to get the info. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to screw over Eline, but can we screw over EdgeCore and Eline somehow? Maybe turn this over to the stewards?
No, the
No,
students
they
aren't
wouldn't
talk to
care.
you right now, buddy.
Gus starts
Company.
Gus starts popping, like breaking all of the water lines in the building.
So it's like against company policy, but it's not illegal, maybe.
No, I mean, why would somebody outside the company care about this, right? It's just company infighting. So,
Okay.
yeah. What I'm saying is that this is a good bargaining chip that you all have. You just don't really... There's not much you can do with it right now.
I see.
This is like that.
Blackmail, though, is not... Who would suggest blackmail? I'm not sure if Marath would.
Auntie Nuna would probably.
Okay.
Well, we could always let EdgeCore know that this server exists. I'm sure that Reisora doesn't want them to know.
Yes, so we should tell them immediately.
Or we could inform them that we are going to inform their bosses of their server. But
Them
we
being
might lose. Yeah. But we might lose some of our leverage if they have enough time to come back and
move it elsewhere.
But if you're telling them, then that means you're probably in person with them, and they probably won't get a chance to get away.
I will murder
Oh,
them. I'm telling you now. They stole
Right.
our home.
Yes, I know, dear. But first, we can make their lives very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We'll bring this up as a conversation piece, as a conversation item when we visit them on their estate. How does that sound?
We suppose. But then maybe we can send it to Edgecore either way.
Oh, I wouldn't object to that.
Okay. We can wait.
Sloane, what do you think?
As long as we can get our home back.
All right.
Where did Dizzy want us to go?
To meet them back at the Click Clack Club. So you all head back and you meet the crew of the Wintermorn at the Click Clack Club, and there you find an ecstatic Dizzy. Digit runs over and skitters up their leg, and Dizzy will greet you all warmly, saying, "Thank you so much again. My uncle is going to receive a very surprising email soon, I should think. Neva, tell him the thing." Neva will shuffle and then look at you all. "So we pulled a plasma cannon off a starship that we were salvaging recently. If that sounds like it could help you all out, just tell me where I can bring it and I'll be happy to." She is clearly unaccustomed to handing things over without monetary exchange.
Ketch gives her the address of the hangar we're in.
Gus gives her a hug. A full body hug.
Hey, all right. Man, you smell like engine grease.
I don't know why.
Flashback to the previous night where Ketch was smearing engine grease on him to make he fell asleep first at a party, so he's making little obscene comments and things on him, and then Sloane comes by and wipes it off of him after Ketch is done. Or
This
on
is
Team
not
Una
the
or
first-
something.
I was gonna play along with it either way, but okay, good save.
All right. So, yes. So, it'll take you all about 2 days to get the Rustbug systems up and running. It takes you another day to get your various modifications installed on the ship, as you can do that alongside repairing the damage done to the systems by the Electivore colony. Over the course of those 3 days, some little vignettes happen. Gus, while you're walking out one day, you bump into a hooded figure. They slip something into your hands, grasp your shoulder, and continue on their way. You catch a glimpse of a scaled visage. What you find in your hand appears to be a charm in the shape of a glistening talon that shines iridescent in the station lights. A note is attached to it and reads, "You once helped me disappear. Perhaps I can do the same for you." This is a 10th level obscuring fusion seal.
Interesting. I need to look
Sweet.
that up.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. This is the person who we were supposed to capture, and then we let her go.
Agavana Stone.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Fusion.
Maria, you are approached by a well-dressed Han, and these are all, imagine these just happening on, crowded streets or in alleyways or whatever, as you all are going about your business. Maria, you're approached by a well-dressed Han who awkwardly offers you a small box. "My employer, Severana Pilos, sends her best wishes for you all and reiterates her gratitude at your saving her life." He'll bow and say, "She offers these in thanks and wishes you the best in reversing your ill fortunes." They'll hurry away, quickly moving through the crowded streets. You find in the small box that they offered you 2 serums of Absalom Affable Packed World serums.
Absalom, what?
Absalom Affable, as in he was an affable fellow.
Yeah.
I
What
will.
does this do?
And there's 2 of
Yeah.
those.
They are, yes, there are 2 of those. Here, I'll put it here so you got it. It's in roll 20 now. They are so Packed World serums are little +2s that you can get to certain skills depending on what flavor of serum it is, so to speak. I don't remember what Absalom.
Diplomacy in disguise.
Makes sense. No, go away, fruit fly. While you all are working on the rust bug, Shan will appear and offer to install a flak thrower on any of your light weapon mounts. She says, yeah, I put this together in my apartment, sort of a pet project kind of thing, but I figure you all could use it a lot more than I can right now. So, go ahead.
That's a big apartment.
Swoons. Building heavy artillery in her apartment.
What a gal. What a gal.
What a gal. And then, Auntie Nuna, one day at the vault, while you're working with the rest of the crew on the rust bug, you are approached by a Dramata. Remember the camel people. You recognize him from way back in the Vescarium. This is Lindol Sipes, whom you all tried to sell minerals to and ended up getting kidnapped by the Absalom. The Adamant Scale, rather.
Not our fault.
And then saved. And then saved.
And then saved.
And then subsequently did save, yes. He will awkwardly shuffle towards you and say, I wish I could help more. I heard about what happened to you all and happened to be, I was here on the station and here. He hands you a null space grip and without a word will slip away out of the vault. To be clear, these are not necessarily gifts meant for each individual. These are just people that are coming up to each of you as they can find you. It seems that word of your plight has spread. So, as you all are heading back from the vault on your second day of working on the rust bug, you're heading back to the Triple C, the Click Clack Club. Why doesn't everybody give me a perception check?
All right.
It's always a good sign.
I mean, at least I haven't put you on a map, right?
Natural 2. No, that was nat 1.
But you just put it on a map.
Yeah. I did, didn't I? So anyone who beat a 36 may act in a surprise round. As all of a sudden, a barb flies out of the darkness at Auntie Nuna.
God dang it.
Please roll for initiative, my friends, as next week we will find out what happens with this barb. What happens with this strange-looking creature I will share with you right now.
Ugh.
Oh, he's a handsome fella.
No, he's not.
Isn't. Here, I have bigger art. Here, I actually put this one in a handout for you. So,
got a spiky hand.
Got a spiky hand. That's the aforementioned barb that shoots out at Auntie Nuna and seems to be followed by some sort of tether. So we will roll initiative. But that is a fight for another time, my friends, as we are out of time for today. So, very, very good. I always love to end on a cliffhanger. It's fun when I can make it happen.
I know you do.
So, yes, that is all for this week. As always, a new Cosmic Crit should be dropping tonight. Jet, what do we have happening this Thursday on Rise of the Star-Lords? You are muted.
If the stars align, and we all manage to make it, because we've been having a bad string of luck the past couple of weeks, we will be delving further into the Krieg clan hold, and if things go quick enough, which there's a chance, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a chance, we might finish out book 3. I'm thinking it's going to be 2 sessions, but I think there's a chance.
We do have Ava. I have a feeling we'll be moving pretty quickly through
That's what's throwing my calculations off, because Ava will either do a super murder and things will go very quickly, or it could get dragged out a little bit.
Okay. All right. Not another.
As long as it doesn't get dragged out like that.
It's not going to get dragged out like that one combat. That's not happening.
That was epic.
It was
3
epic.
session, 1 combat.
who will win?
Us,
So
PCs, we always win.
we always win. Yeah, that's the spoiler. So thank you, Leif, for running our audio through Groovy, the musical Discord bot, for the last time, as we hear that
R.I.P.
Big Google is coming for Groovy. So next week you will be hearing us, hearing our music anyway, through a different avenue, to be determined. But we'll figure something out. Leif,
Yeah.
who do we have to thank for audio?
Yes, but for now we're thanking White Bat Audio, Relax Cafe Music, and Ritterman. Who knows? Maybe for the last time. We'll see. You might be hearing all different tunes next week.
For now, those people, we salute you. Thank you for your wonderful music. Our fantastic character art was done by Nicola. She is at ENECOLA on Twitter. Hit her up for art. Thank you to Paizo for the AP, and specifically to Christopher Wasco for writing book 5. Christopher Wasco has done a great job of making my players think that I am even more mean than I have presented thus far with this book. But, you know, I called this episode Hope Anew for a reason. Y'all are ending on a high note this episode with, you have the location of Eline Reisora. You just need to fix up your ship and not get murdered by whatever this thing is that's ambushed you.
And blackmail material.
And then we have to do Starship Combat, I presume.
You don't know that.
No, you've just received a heavy plasma cannon. It's probably fine.
Why would they give us all of this starship gear and stuff and then make us use it?
Crazy.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it's just for the theater of the mind. When we think about our ship, it should have a big gun on it.
Oh yeah, it's got to be bristling. Fun fact, you already had a flak cannon on this starship, on its turret. You now have 2 flak cannons if you.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Ship's got pretty good Daka.
so they gave us a lot of flack about the ship.
Oh.
Thank you, Simon.
On that
thank you-
note,
Yes, thank you, Nick, for our stream assets. Thank you, Jet, for running the stream. Thank you, all of you, my players and friends, for being my friends and players. And finally, you, dear listener and or viewer, thank you for joining us, as always. We will be in the general voice after the stream today on our Discord, which, if you're not there yet, go ahead and join us. It's real fun. We just talk about whatever Paizo is coming up with, and pet pictures, and we say good morning, and or variations thereupon. Just come on by the Discord. It's fun. It's a good community. It's real chill. And you can join us after the stream to talk about the stream and the game, and just hit us up. So that will be it for today. So remember, I'm going to say a thing after we say goodbye. Say goodbye, everyone.
goodbye,
Goodbye,
everyone.
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 And Jet, go ahead and take us into the drift.